Hey now. We are live. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to another stream, and we're going to be doing the List Critics Remastered. Today I have Jesse and Elise.
We're living it up.
Hey, at the Barry Gibb Talk Show.
Now, see, you should have just said, hey, because you got to save that for like when we actually start the List Critics. And I go, here's Jesse, and then he says something dumb, and then I go, and here's Elise, and then you say something dumb, and you know. And then we spend the next few hours saying dumb shit. So, okay, let me just put the promo up. All right. And let me go ahead and pin that. And let me go ahead and get the word out that we're live. Oh, that's not shit. That's not shit, see?
It's not shit.
It is incorrect. Okay, now I have the correct thing to paste. I'm not going to put it on your Discord, Elise, since I'm sure you're...
Oh, yeah, let me throw that up for us.
Doing that. Same with you, Jesse. I'm sure you told people that you were going to be over here.
Oh, you did put it in my Discord anyway.
Oh, I did? Oh, well, snap.
That's okay. No big deal. More the merrier.
Hey, Damien, how's it going? Oh, hello. Hey now. All right.
Now, hey now.
Yeah, coming at you, List Critics. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Elise. I know you couldn't be here last month.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's okay. I was getting my face melted off, so we had a good time.
That sounds... Oh, that's right, because you're at the concert. I was just thinking, like, join us in laser room number 5 for needle surgery.
Lasers are safe.
Yep, they are. Unless they're melting your face off. Oh!
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, you said, okay, so you saw Meshuggah and Cannibal Corpse?
That's correct.
Yeah. And I know Cannibal Corpse wasn't really to your taste, but you said you really liked Meshuggah, right?
I really enjoyed Meshuggah, and their openers were Carcass. Loved them.
Yeah,
I had no idea who I were. Never heard of them before.
I believe the Moogle Master is a big Carcass fan. Also, he likes the band. I liked them
so much, I bought a t-shirt.
Hey, yo! And
what was the t-shirt?
Was there another opener, or was it just Carcass?
No, it's just the 3.
Okay. Well, I went to a music festival once. It was all, heavy metal, and there were a lot of bands there that I knew that I liked, like Dream Theater and Megadeth and Symphony X, and then there were a few bands there that I knew that I didn't like, but that's, whatever, And then there were some bands that I didn't really know, and one of them was Fear Factory, and I was like, I'd never heard Fear Factory before. And everybody that I knew was like, oh, they suck. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll see how it goes, And they were awesome. I don't know why people were so negative about them. I thought it was awesome, and I wound up, buying their new album then, That is...
I'll show them.
Okay, Damien, please don't use the word female anymore. That's so weird, but that is Elise that you're hearing. It says, who's the girl? It's like, I know Jesse, and I sort of know Necro, but I don't recognize the female. And I'm like...
The female.
This reminded me like something Spock would say.
Fascinating.
Live long and prosper.
Hey, Moogle, could you...
Peace and long life.
I was just talking about you. Are you?
I think we just summoned Moog. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fan of the band Carcass, right? I believe you said you were at one point. Because Elise had. That's why she wasn't here for last month's episode. She was seeing a bunch of metal bands, and one of them was Carcass. Corkass, which is when you have really bad diarrhea.
Hey,
and you got to put a cork in it. Which honestly, people talk about doing that. I don't think it would help.
Yeah.
It would just back up, and then it would be a problem.
I don't even think... I think the cork would just come flying out. Your butthole isn't like a bottle, and, welcome into the stream, everybody, and we're talking about buttholes and diarrhea. No, but, it doesn't work like that,
Oh, it's a little too, forceful. Let's use that.
Yeah.
Forceful.
Yeah, you fart and the good thing goes ricocheting around the room,
Don't gamble on a fart.
No, never do it.
No.
Never do it, because you know the house always wins. I'll just put it to you that way. The house always wins, one way or another. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, we're going to get started. I think that's enough preamble. So we're going to come over here, and we're welcome to the List Critics Remastered. My name is NecroVMX, and I have with me Jesse, a.k.a. Armageddon Time.
I used my good stuff earlier.
Yeah, see, that's how it happens. And I have Elise, also known as Elise Explosion.
That is, in fact, me. Hello.
That was the explosion.
Wow.
Yes. So we're going to start as we normally do with a list of weirdos on Tumblr. It's on my phone, actually, today, so let me go grab it.
What it's called now? Weirdos on Tumblr?
No, I don't know what it's called. That's why I said that. I'm bringing it up now. I think it's this one. Yes. No, that's tweets. Hold on. We want to do that, but here it is. Well, it kind of is called that. It's 30 delightfully weird Tumblr posts from the internet's lovable chaos dimension.
That's a bit wordy. Come on, guys.
It might be a
verbose.
bit. It is apropos.
It's not incorrect. It's just verbose.
It's very, yes. So number one, and this comes in from Chayman, who posts a picture of, those displays at clothing stores where they have the mannequins wearing the clothes, but sometimes they pose them in sort of strange ways. And they have this where a bunch of mannequins are standing around, but one is on the ground doing like a weird fashion pose on the ground. And none of them have heads, which makes it really fucking weird looking. And it says, "Help, I've fallen glamorously and I can't get up." Winky face. And,
the winky face makes it.
And then Zoris Defacing X is... all the other mannequins look like they're so sick of this shit. God damn it, Jerry's at it again.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like the imagery.
I've fallen glamorously. I'm trying to get to Tickles the Bee. Moogle with the watch streak. Wow. 160. Nice.
Wow.
So number two, there's a picture of an actual gravestone that has a recipe for fudge on it. It says Kay's Fudge, and there's the recipe, and it says wherever she goes, there's laughter. And deformulated says fudge recipe on a headstone. I feel like I should make this just to be able to say a dead person taught me how to make it. Maybe I'll do it for Halloween. And then Cola Squid says, I desperately hope that she spent her entire life telling people that they could have her fudge recipe over my dead body.
I actually just pre-ordered a cookbook of all, basically gravestone recipes.
So this is not...
Is a commonality?
A lot of people do this. They put recipes on their gravestone.
I wouldn't say a lot of people, but I think
enough to make a cookbook
is at least 40. At least 40.
That's still quite a few people who probably all thought they had an original idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Number three, this also starts with a picture, and it's like the side view mirror of a car, and there's a little spider web on it, but it's all frozen. There's frost on everything, including the spider web. And Ella Victoria says, "That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. That's some ice spider shit, and I do not approve."
I don't like that.
I figured you would.
Shit.
You would also not approve. And then Backwards or Bus says that is the sickest shit ever. And then Tryptophobia says, just imagine a tiny little ice spider in the mirror singing "Let It Go" as he builds his little icy webby fortress.
Jeez.
We must kill it before it
The
breathes.
cold never bothered him anyway.
Well, if it's ice and bug type, that means it's double weak to fire. So.
Oh, poor Snom.
Yeah. Hey, Frostmoth can be a pretty good setup Pokemon.
Frostmoth is pretty good.
Number four, this starts with another picture of a mannequin. It's got a bra, but it's made out of teacups. I'm not joking. And it's That's Not Victorian says, huh. And then Shoe Build Dinosaur says, I'm not an A cup or a B cup or even a D cup. I'm a teacup.
There it is.
And then Kawaii Afro Fluff says, stop.
Dab.
Yeah. Number five starts with a meme that you may have seen of a crayon lit like a candle, and it says, in an emergency, a crayon will burn for 30 minutes.
Oh.
And then Snorlax here says, how long will it burn if it isn't an emergency?
Uh-oh.
Asking the real questions here. The whatever the fuck says, what does the crayon define as an emergency? And then Orange Penguino says, I would guess that being on fucking fire is what a crayon would consider an emergency.
So it's its own emergency.
That's fair. So it will always burn for 30 minutes because that's an emergency. Number 6, Lolzor says, I eat 15 apples for breakfast and drive myself to the hospital just to watch the doctors get blasted backwards into the drywall because they can't withstand my aura.
Keeps them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, an apple a day might keep the doctor away, but 15 apples a day will give you diarrhea.
I sure will.
All that sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And if you drink that much apple juice, you will piss clear.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
just
not good.
It's if you eat that many, it's just way too much fiber.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Number 7 shows a picture of a cow on a roof, and this is not a flat roof. This is quite slanted. I am wondering how the cow got up there. That So Meme says, how? And then the next 3 people, now brown cow. So.
Hey.
Okay. Number 8, Nemfrog posts this map of the United States. There's this old map from 1948 from the World Geography of the United States with these little dots, and it says each dot represents 5,000 hogs.
Oh.
And then Lemon Demon says untapped infinite hog supply in the ocean because it's all black all around it. And then Sketchmagetch says each state is lined with an impenetrable wall of swine. We are trapped. And then finding 2 kittens in a cup says we have lost Canada and Mexico to the hogs already.
No.
Reminds me of the 30 feral hogs meme.
Yes. The Great Lakes or the Swine Lakes now. Damn. Number 9 posts a picture of a collar that says kitten on it. And I guess I'll try it out. It says, why would you even get this? It doesn't have the cat's name on it. Who the fuck is going to see this and be like, well, now I know whose cat it is? Oh, dear.
Oh.
They don't know. And then the Bagel King says, I don't want to alarm you, but it's not meant for cats.
Oh, dear.
And then I guess I'll try it out. It says, better change it to puppy then, because that's stupid. Oh, no.
That's stupid.
Oh.
And then
How sweet.
Yeah, I know. You sweet summer child. And then So Sung, a little clod of clay, posts a picture. I think it's from Frozen, where it says, I'm going to tell him.
Well, what if the cat's name actually... What if there is a cat, and its name actually is Kitten? Some people call their dog Dog.
Those people are assholes.
Yeah, they are, but they exist.
Yeah. Number 10, Virgacht posts a picture of a crocodile with a bunch of little crocodile babies, which are adorable. And it says, look at this beautiful Floridian swamp cat and her adorable kittens.
Aww.
And then Tiny Goblin says, that there is a gator. And then Bone Fiend says, no, that's a Floridian swamp cat. Well, it's not.
What could be greater than golf with a gator?
Puppies.
Those are clearly crocodiles, but all right. I know the difference because I got soft.
Is it pointed?
Yeah, it's got the narrow snout.
Okay.
It could be a caiman, but I'm pretty sure it's a crocodile. It's not an alligator, is what I'm saying. I have fallen deep into alligator YouTube, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one has no names on it. The first person says, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, Ajax soap. Their slogan is stronger than grease. And I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense for a dish soap. Wait, Ajax was a Greek soldier renowned for his strength. Ajax is stronger than all of Greece.
Good one.
And then the next person says, anyone who worked at Ajax has literally waited 66 years for you to get this.
My brother is a big fan of like Greek and Roman history and stuff like that. He would nod gently and go, very good.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Very good.
Good for you. All right, number 12, Killade says, I don't think I've ever picked up a pair of tongs without clicking them together a couple of times. Got to make sure they work.
Yeah.
And then Jen, how do I say this? Jen Querdier says, channel your inner crab. And then some loser called Jab says, time for crab.
Pitch.
Yeah, it's true. You gotta give it 2 clicks just to make sure they're still tongs. Number 13,
That's how I discovered that my tongs had like a busted pin in them.
See? It's not just for fun. Number 13, Emil here says, my roommates keep bullying my cat by calling his name repeatedly to get his attention and then going Baba Booey every time he looks at them. They also laugh and go, "Get Baba Booeyed," and he always looks so lost. And they show a picture of this very confused cat, and it says, "The face of a man scandalized." That cat is going to murder somebody. Baba Booey. Number 14 shows a picture of, I guess, a cake. I think it's a cake. And somebody wrote birth on it, and it just looks horrifying because the letters look like blood. And it says, I was trying to make my friend a birthday cake, but the dye on the decorative icing started leaking and dripping everywhere, so it accidentally became the most ominous and violent-looking baked good I've ever seen. I slapped on some sprinkles to try and make it less threatening-looking. It worked a little bit. It didn't.
So, realistic birth cake.
Yeah, but it just says birth. Like the letters are so big. There's no way they were going to get birthday in there. Like, could you just write happy birthday in smaller letters on birth? No.
There's no mistaking what it's for.
Number 15 shows a picture of a red smiley face, and it says "sun plus extremely angry." And then I have no idea what emotion this is conveying, but I feel it in my soul. And the third person says that's called the customer service smile. Understandable.
Makes me think of the sun from Mario 3 that would chase you.
But that wasn't smiling.
No, he was kind of
baring his teeth, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 16, it shows this picture of a cat looking out a window and they're looking at a deer. It says, "A deer wandered into my front yard. It stopped to watch my neighbor's little dog. My cat stopped to watch the deer. I stopped to watch my cat." And Sexually Frustrated Shark, which is a hell of a name, says, "And we stopped to watch this post." And then somebody else says, "And I stopped to read your comment." And then another person says, "And I stopped to post on your post." And I will say that I stopped to read this, and y'all in the chat will say, "And we stopped to hear it."
And then the world stopped.
Wow.
Why do you keep Moogle? Why do you? I've told you this so many times. The game is called TKO. It's not T-shirt KO. There's no wordplay in T-shirt KO. It's TKO.
I hope he keeps it up, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's doing it just to get a rise out of me.
Yeah.
Good bet.
Are you fucking with me?
Okay, number 17. There's a picture involved, but, well, it's going to be described by the post, so I'm not going to bother. We're consulting time. Khaleesi says, "Blood bounces quite strikingly on snow, not only because of the obvious color and contrast discrepancy, but the large difference in temperatures." Another post to add to the list of "I swear I'm not a serial killer, just a writer." And then Fangirl Amy says, "I'm not even a writer, and this is awesome." And Tendon's Hair says, "I'm not a serial killer, and I love this." And then Stonefest says, "I am a serial killer."
Oh, we've reached the
Mentions
no.
nothing about the...
Yeah, I don't think that you should announce that, but okay, you know. Reminded me of this time this guy called into the Howard Stern show and claimed that he was a serial killer and he's killed a bunch of people and all this. And, Howard, pretended to be interested and kept him on the line for a really long time, trying to talk to him and get as much information as he could, right? Asking him questions and shit. And then after he's had enough, he goes, "Well, I don't know what to tell you other than I hope you die." And then he hangs up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said the police came by the next day and took the recording of it, and then they never heard anything about it ever again. Could have just been some guy messing with them. Number 18, yeah, who knows? Connie Yellow says, "In general, I think New York is very good for my social anxiety because no matter how much of a freak I'm being, I know it's probably not the weirdest thing people have seen today. Case in point, I felt bad about bringing my unwieldy luggage onto a crowded train until the man sitting next to me pulled a live fish out of his backpack."
Oh my.
There you go. There you go.
I guess some people
That
just...
is very NYC, though.
Yeah. Okay, so number 19 shows a picture of a woman who, at the post office, she's a postal worker, and there's a box that's for whatever reason, there's a turtle bursting out of the box. And written on the box, it says, "Live harmless reptile." There's no air holes, which is probably why the turtle ate his way out of the box. The fuck you thinking? So Exuent, pursued by a bear, says, "Things I love about this. Someone tried to ship a tortoise by mail. The tortoise did not like being shipped by mail. Live harmless reptile, her face, and the tortoise's face." And then Captain America in Middle-earth. Is this the person that sent me that fucking question about who would win between Fingolfin and Captain America? Says, "That's a fucking snapping turtle." And then Online Ghost says, her face says, this is bad, but not the worst thing she's seen today.
Probably.
No. I can't imagine the kind of weird shit postal workers see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is amazing. This shows a picture of there's like a, what do you call it, a bird feeder. And there is a bear hanging from the rope holding the bird feeder and eating it.
Oh!
And La Lulu Tree says, worry that squirrels were eating all the bird seeds, so we set up a camera. And then Nihedron Artpor says, I do not think that is a squirrel.
It took a little while for that one to register for me.
It's a fucking bear, dude. All right, number 21, biggest, gaudiest Patronuses. How many times have we seen this person? Jesus. Wait, so technically vampires are vegetarians. And then Ebo Gaynus says, OP, elaborate. And then biggest, gaudiest Patronuses says, blood is a non-meat animal product like dairy or eggs that counts as vegetarian, don't it?
Oh. Does it?
But I don't know. Almost all meats have some level of blood, don't they? But I guess they don't have meat.
No,
blood.
there's no blood in meat. That's something else.
Huh.
It's called myoglobin, is what you see. The red stuff that comes out of a steak. They have to drain the meat, the blood out because it rots the meat.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's something. All right, number 22 shows a oh god, it shows a picture of these candies that look like planets, and it says a chocolate solar system, and then Neon Rudo says, "My only chance to eat Uranus."
Nope.
See, like I know it's Uranus, but the joke wouldn't have worked if I said it properly.
Is it? Did they say that it's technically Uranus?
It's always been
both
Uranus.
Were acceptable.
It's always been Uranus.
Like even the Roman god, or
yeah,
whatever,
it was Uranus.
Well, that was Aranos.
Yeah.
No, you.
Yeah. Number 20. Number 23. Today I fucked up by saving my husband. I once thought my husband was falling out of bed, so I grabbed him tenderly, cuddled into him sweetly, and said, "It's okay, darling. I've got you." That's what half-asleep me thought I was doing anyway. In reality, I threw my palm onto his face like the facehugger alien and screamed incoherently into his ear. Also, he wasn't falling out of bed.
That's funny. I like that. I have fallen completely out of bed before.
Well, I think we all have
just
at one point or another.
Like full on roll out.
Yeah.
Woke up like, oh, my hip hurts a little bit.
It hasn't happened for a long time, but I'm pretty sure I've fallen out of bed, and Elise is doing some kind of song.
Roll out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Yeah. All right, number 24 shows a scene from, I don't know if it's like a movie or a TV show or something, where there's a little girl and a guy in a white van, and he's saying, "Hey, little girl, you like candy?" And she says, "I sure do." And he says, "Great, my Nana weighed way too much." And then the van door opens, and there's a little old lady with a bowl of candy. And Dalrakit says, "Biggest plot twist ever." And Halrian says, "I am crying." I actually really like this trope of when something seems like it's going to be horrible and then it turns out wholesome. I'm a fan of that.
It's a nice subversion.
Is that like a sort of anti-humor of sorts?
No, it's just I would call it an inversion of a well, that's not the word I'm looking. There's a word for it. I can't think of a subversion. Subversion is the word I'm looking for. You know, subversions suggest that there are Dom versions as well. Number 25, Lisa Bunnies shows a picture of a guy just assed out on a lawn or something. He's holding his hand up, and in his hand is a goose. And it says, "You see the weirdest things at parks in L.A. This guy was bench pressing this goose for 10 minutes. This picture will be in the textbooks." I don't know why I just turned into Diedrich Bader that this picture will be in the textbooks. Cock Talk, starring Diedrich Bader. Me and
at the end say, "Oh, what a lovely tea party."
Oh, what a lovely tea party. All right. Cock Talk. Number 26. Shows a picture of like the underside of a roof, and there's like a whole bunch of like the barn owls like sitting in each little alcove. It says, "My mom texted me this morning to let me know she and my dad have recently been adopted by this parliament of overprotective owls." And Critical Perspective says, the council has gathered. And then Sushin Food says, they watch. Okay.
All right.
I do like that a group of them are called a parliament. It's fun.
It is fun. Number 20. Maybe we should make a list of like weird things like that, like like a murder of crows and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Number 27 shows a picture of. Okay, so there's a tiny little. I think it's a tiny little deer. Oh no, it's a goat. It's a tiny little goat, and it's on this tiled like linoleum floor. But one of the tiles is brown, and that happens to be the one it's standing on. And all the others are white. And Toast Potent says, he is turning the tiles brown. He needs to be contained. And Dangerous Tangerine says, SCP. Almighty Potato God says, fools. This was a white goat. You can see the white markings on him. He's been soaking up the brown, and now he's got only one square left. Let him finish his work. And then Wicker Wright says, he's stealing the brown. This is what I mean by Tumblr weirdos, right? Cubert would go ape shit.
The brown.
Cubert would go ape shit.
Oh. The image that I get is that this it's a goat, right?
Yeah. The tiny little baby goat.
He's got to go around and turn all the white tiles brown to unlock the door. It's like a Zelda puzzle.
Or Cubert.
Or Cubert.
That is what Cubert does. All right, number 28 shows a picture of like an open, like an SUV, and in the back seat are like just about like a dozen jugs of milk. I don't know why. And Turn Tech Goddammit says, where to party at? And Pretty Blue Scarf says, you are the person our math problems warned us about. Yeah. Yeah. Number 29 shows a picture of a hallway and this tiny little puppy there, and it says, I was walking to class and turned a corner and stopped in my tracks because there was a Dachshund and I didn't know how to respond. And then Unpretty says, it only just occurred to me that this post is way funnier if you know that my dad has a scar on his face since before I was born, left there by a Dachshund attack.
Oh, jeez.
I was reading a thing that it said that they are the breed of dog that is most likely to attack. I mean, every Dachshund I've met was a sweetheart, but the thing, just based on statistics, they're the most likely to bite you.
Well,
yeah,
I'll remember this for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 30, Ace of Squiddle says, I don't zone out. Being zoned out is my default state. I occasionally zone back in to check how things are going. Reality is one of the 100 or so tabs I keep running at any given time. I like that. I like that. Occasionally you switch over to that tab like, this one still sucks. All right, see you later. All right, out of 30, Cactuck. I don't know. 27 is where I'm at. 27!
That's exactly what I had. I was going to go with 27. I will agree with 27.
I'm thinking 20. Just
20.
An even 20.
Ooh, okay.
Jesse being the contrarian here.
Not really.
Somebody's
20 out of 30 is pretty good.
Now, I have another one from Pleated Jeans, and this is a list of 30 parents post the most hilariously ridiculous excuses their kids refuse to eat their food. So, I mean, because kids, they won't always just say, I won't eat it because I don't like it. They'll come up with some reasoning that they think is going to get them out of eating it,
Moon logic.
Yeah. So number 1, after watching the movie Ratatouille a whole bunch of times and asking me to make what they make another big amount of times, I spent hours scouring the internet for the exact same recipe from the movie and made it, and now they can't eat it because a rat didn't make it.
Oh, man.
Well, there you go.
Karen's just trying.
Number 2, because although he loves onion rings, he recently learned they contain onions. There you go. Number 3, it's too beautiful. She's crying actual tears of joy. She's 4. In case you're wondering, there is a picture. It is a donut. That is the reason.
Oh, she's going places.
Yeah.
Donuts can be quite beautiful.
They can.
They can.
Number 4 has a picture of a looks like a potato chip that's been broken in half. Because it's broken, I can't eat it because it's his, so I guess we're going to have to put it in a raft, push it out to sea, and set it aflame using a flaming arrow Viking style. R.I.P. Pringle. Enjoy Valhalla. Number 5 shows a picture of one of those potato smiley faces. It says, because it's too cute, I actually had to freeze it so it could stay like this forever and he could visit it.
Oh, I have definitely... That has been me as a child.
That
Really?
sounds a little bit familiar to me as well, to be honest. Number 6, it's an apple. Because it reminds me of Snow White. I told her that if this apple could really make her sleep for several hours, I would have cleaned the store out. Damn. Number 7, it's a Frosted Cheerios, and it has like a picture of like the characters from Frozen on it, because I guess Frosted makes sense. Yeah. Because if Honey Nut Cheerios taste like honey, and Chocolate Cheerios taste like chocolate, this one must taste like the cast of Frozen, and she doesn't want to eat Elsa. Fair enough.
It's a little dark.
Fair enough. Number 8, this is a strawberry. Because she doesn't like all the nipples. You mean seeds? No, nipples.
Oh my.
It's definitely going places.
Yeah.
She's going to be big on Tumblr. Number 9 is a bunch of cherries. Because by removing the cherry seeds, I turned them into olives.
What?
What? Okay.
No.
If cherries could spontaneously become olives, I would eat them.
So I can see where the kid logic is here, right? Because she is a cherry pitter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It may look like an olive, like the kind of olive where you have like a pimento in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that.
But it's
hole
not.
There.
It's still cherry.
Number 10, this is raspberries. Because the hairs disgust him. He's 15. 15.
So I guess it's a texture thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a texture thing.
He's autistic is what it is. You're just going to have to deal with that. Number 11, it's like half a cookie, I guess. Because he discovered halfway through that it isn't an Oreo. I never said it was an Oreo. He's crying. There's a crowd forming. Send help.
Oh no.
Lord.
Damn.
Just a cookie, man.
I guess that's what you get for buying Hydrox, right? Number 12, what are these? I think this is some kind of... they're grapes, but cut up. Because the grapes are too spicy. Spicy. So I've learned that some little kids will say spicy, meaning anything they don't like.
See, you got to do surgery on the grape first.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they did surgery on these grapes.
The other thing that could be is if the kid has an allergy.
Yes.
That might be why they're spicy.
That actually reminds me, we had done one where somebody was like, don't you love how when you drink orange juice, it's like your tongue is all burning and it's all refreshing? And then they reply to themselves like, I have learned that I am allergic to oranges.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Number 13, peanut butter and honey sandwich because the honey looks like a rabbit and she doesn't want to wreck it. In her defense, it totally does. It does. It looks like a rabbit.
We'll just smear it around a little bit.
That would be wrecking it.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Yeah. Number 14 is a bowl of, I don't know, something. Looks like a rice pudding or something. And it says, because there are too many spoons in the bowl, you'll never ever guess who put them there. I think we know. Number 15 shows some crackers and some cheese. Because she asked for cheese and crackers, not crackers and cheese. I don't know, spin the plate around, I guess.
Oh, it's different now.
Yeah. Number 16 shows what looks like broken animal crackers. Because they don't have heads. Side note, he bit all the heads off. He only likes...
Hey, you gotta use every part of the animal.
Yeah, exactly. It's disrespectful if you don't. Number 17 shows a grilled cheese sandwich. Grilled cheese sandwich because it has a tail and he doesn't eat animals. Oh, it's like a little bit of cheese dripping out.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 18, I think this is like a chicken parm because he doesn't like his food this fancy.
Oh.
If you think chicken parm is fancy.
Oh my.
Number 19 shows some Swiss cheese because a mouse already had some. That's cute.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll eat the Swiss cheese, damn. Number 20 is just a bunch of fruit salad because it's cold and tastes like you mixed a bunch of fruits together. I did.
Well,
I guess
Surprise.
don't do that. Number 21 shows a carrot that has like, it's like split in. It's like, it's like one of those mutant carrots that has like two tails.
Mhm.
Oh, weird.
Fresh carrot from the garden because it has legs.
Oh.
Yeah. Number
Sure.
22 was a picture of a slice of banana with the fork going through it. And it says, because she doesn't like the orange thing on the bottom, it's her fork.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Number 23 is just a plate of like, it looks like a decorative sandwich and fruit. Everything's cut into like fun shapes here. I got a new toy and spent ages cutting the boys' lunch out. Eddie took one look side and said, "You shouldn't have done that."
Whoa, okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Should have done that.
Number 24, what the hell? I guess it's some cut up sausage or something. It says, because she's vegetarian, she wants chicken nuggets instead. Number 25, it looks like a muffin. It says, because it looks like it needs a doctor. All right, it's a little misshapen, I'll admit, but a muffin's still a muffin.
It's a good response, though.
Yeah, it's a great response.
That's a good response.
Number 26 just shows like a meal. It's just a bunch of different things. It says, dumpling, because ew, it has toes.
Well.
It kind of looks like like how an empanada looks.
Yeah.
Number 27. Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, it's a cake. Because the icing cracked when he dropped it. He's 17.
17?
I think it might have something to do with the fact that he dropped it.
Yeah. But it's still cake.
Are you going to eat a cake that you dropped on the floor?
Well, maybe it's still okay on the plate. all you said was that the
it's cake.
The icing cracked or
whatever.
Well,
yeah, well that's what the kid said. I think the reason is because it was on the fucking floor.
Well, yeah, any cake on the floor. Well, yeah, come on. Yeah.
Floor pie. Hey, Almighty Santa, how's it going? Number 28. Oh wait, that's not Almighty Santa. I'm sorry, that was Damien. Damien, I'm sorry. I'm kind of far away from the chat, and you have the same color as Almighty Santa. Number 29. It's French fries, and the person said because they're blurry.
I think that's a you problem.
No, they're crinkle cut is what it is, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that now.
Number 29. These are more grapes cut in half. Because they're all cracked open like Humpty Dumpty, and he can't eat things that are broken because they might break him, and no one would be able to put him back together again.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Somebody talk to this kid.
Number 30, what is that? It's like these little Batman symbols on a plate. I guess I have to read it. Bat pasta. They cried because they couldn't understand it wasn't real bats. Okay. I understand the idea of pasta shaped like a bat, like the Batman symbol. Why is it black?
Like Batman? Outfit?
Pasta isn't generally black. I'm just saying. I've seen squid ink pasta, maybe, but I don't know. Usually decorative macaroni isn't like that. Also, judging by the shape, the size of them in relation to the plate on the person's hand, these are huge. I mean, they may be the ravioli or something, but they're fucking huge.
Wow.
Oh, that was the last one. Out of 30, 30. That was amazing.
That was great. I love that.
That was very funny.
It was very funny.
Even 30.
I have a bunch more lists, but I have a list that I made that I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
And I told you guys about this earlier, but here's my list. So I came up with a list of 12 terms, either from linguistics or punctuation or typesetting. Anybody who might be a bit of a cunning linguist might be, yeah, exactly, because they all sound dirty, and I've ranked them from the ones that sound a little less dirty to the ones that sound super dirty. And there's 12 of them, and we're going to play a little game here. I'll say it. We'll giggle, and then you guys will tell me if you know what it actually means.
Oh, jeez.
So starting... every time I say we're going to make a game out of it, Jesse's like, oh, God. But he always has fun.
No, I'm not ready to be smart.
Are you ready to giggle like an idiot?
I'm ready to tee.
So the first one, this is the least dirty. It sounds mildly dirty. Interpunct. Might sound like some kind. Interpunct.
Oh, like P-U-N-T or P-U-N-K-E-D?
P-U-N-K-T, I assume.
P-U-N-C-T.
C-T? Okay.
Yes, interpunct.
I'm thinking in German.
Do you guys know what an interpunct is?
It's an object. It's a noun.
It makes me think that it's like a punctuation that is like in the middle of a sentence.
That's exactly what it is. It's a dot. Hey. It's a dot that is used in some Latin forms, kind of like a hyphen, but it's a dot.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. So the next one. The next one is one of my grandfather. This was like his favorite sort of like mild cuss word, dingbat.
Oh,
a dingbat.
It's a pictorial typeface, like wingdings.
It's sort of related to that. It's
Really?
any sort of decorative addition to a typeface, sort of like a serif.
Ah, okay.
Sans serif?
Yeah. Well, sans serif means there's none.
Yeah.
No dingbats allowed.
Club up by where I went to college called Dingbats.
Nice.
That's where all the cheap bands would play.
I just know it as a Ninja Turtles character, so...
yeah. No, wasn't that Wingnut?
There's Wingnut and Dingbat.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So the next one is usually abbreviated as FPO, but it stands for position only.
Oh
yeah.
My.
For position only.
I hear that term. I haven't heard it before, but I hear that term and I think, I don't know, like for racing maybe? Like getting pole position?
Remember, these are all either linguistic or having to do with typesetting.
So it makes me think of like when you're like copy editing, maybe something got misaligned and they need to replace. Damn.
It's something for page layouts that is like, this is FPO, meaning this doesn't go in the actual layout, like a dotted line or something that's there for positioning only.
Okay.
All right, so now we're starting to get into the fun ones, because the next one is a diphthong.
Oh,
are you wearing your diphthong? The diphthong song. Let me see that diphthong.
Like when a vowel has more than one, whatever the hell you call it, like it's more rounded.
It has to do with vowels. Other than that, you're wrong. But it does have to do with vowels.
Yeah, fuck. It's one of those words that I know, but I'm not actually sure how it translates to grammar or linguistics.
Diphthong. By the way, Moogle has heard of that club, the Dingbats.
Dingbats? Nice.
Yeah. A diphthong is when two vowels are sort of smushed together. Like the AE thing.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is a dangling participle. Beware, your dangling participle is showing. I mean, it starts.
Participle?
Look, it's one of those. I'm just saying that it starts with dangling part, and that's amazing. And thank you for the follow. Dangling participle. Do you guys know what a dangling participle is?
Again, that's another phrase that I've heard.
Okay.
And yet
So
it's been a long time since I've been in creative writing.
A participle is when you use a verb as an adjective. And a dangling participle is when you use a verb as an adjective to describe a noun that's not actually there.
Oh, do we have an example? Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, my dangling participle is hanging out.
Give me a dangling participle.
Oh God. Let me think of one here. Dangling participle. All right, because it's sort of like a really weird sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Bang.
A dangling participle would be like if you said it's sort of like we saw a sign that said bear left, so we went home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's sort of an example of it. Okay, so the next one, we're getting a little funny here, is a tittle. Tittle.
Ooh.
Show me your tittles.
Walk with my tittles.
Walk with my tittles. Walk with my tittles.
What would a tittle be?
Tittle.
Maybe like a little.
All right, I'm going to give you a hint here. I'm going to give you a hint. The definition of a tittle outside of this is a very small amount of something. So just try to think of what that has to do with, in this case, typesetting.
Oh, wait! It's the dot. It's the dot over like an I.
Yes, the dot over an I or a J or whatever it's called a tittle.
Oh.
Tittle.
Ah.
Okay, so
Tittle your I's and J's.
The next one is recto.
Oh, I hardly know.
Oh, no, recto, I hardly know.
Oh,
it's magic, you know.
So, is it RECTO?
Yes, recto.
Sounds like an incomplete word.
Yeah, I do not know this one.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's usually in a phrase like recto and verso.
Harry Potter spell?
God, no. No, okay, so it's in a full sheet of paper used for, binding a book. There's the right and the left. Recto is the left side. Or, I'm sorry, recto is the right side, verso is the left.
Oh.
Okay, the next one is interrobang.
Oh, that is a punctuation mark.
It is a punctuation mark.
It is a combined question mark and exclamation point simultaneously.
You don't
share a tittle.
You don't say.
The hell you say?
All right, the next one is a compound.
Compound W.
Compound. Yeah, because it has pound in it, Compound.
So compound.
Yeah.
You put like a compound word?
Yeah, like a compound word.
That's what I thought.
It's exactly what it is. It just sounds funny. Like, I'm not ranking these by how hard they are to guess. I'm ranking by how funny they sound.
How silly they are?
That would be a very gentle sexual.
Yes, exactly. Like, sometimes you gotta fuck her gently,
Yeah.
All right. So this next one, this is probably, it's not the funniest one, but it's probably my favorite. Exhaustive domination.
Whoa.
Oh, that got me.
Exhaustive domination.
Exhaustive
Well,
domination.
you see, when you forget what your safe word is.
It does.
But I have no idea what that means in context.
So it's to describe a sort of relationship between two different forms of syntax. Yeah, it just sounds funny. All right. The next one is grinding.
Oh, that's like in Dragon Quest when you just sit there and slash the hell out of slimes.
Well, okay, but now apply that to vocabulary.
Vocabulary grinding.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of like grinding letters together, so you lose some letters.
You're actually pretty much right. It's when you make a word shorter.
Yay!
Oh,
That's exactly what it is.
I did it.
And the most dirty sounding one, number one here, labial consonants.
Excuse me.
I think those are ones that just have lobes on them, like a B or a D.
No.
Damn.
It's funny, but no. I wish it was that, because that'd be funnier than what it is.
Oh, wow.
So something with consonants.
A labial consonant is like a B or a P or any consonant that you have to use your lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not funnier? I think that's funny.
All right, I guess it is funnier because lips. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of labial consonants right there. All right, well, motorboating consonants. All right, well, you guys could rank it out of 12 if you'd like.
12. That was funny.
That was 12. Yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
We're going to expand on this from now. That was I came up with that. This next one is there's a lot more because there's 50 of them, and it's from Mental Floss, and it's just words that sound dirty but aren't. I haven't really looked at this other than like the first two. I'm curious to see if any of the ones that I included are on here. Probably not, because I stuck with very typography and grammar sort of stuff. But and these are probably way better because there's a much wider range. This is the whole English language we're here. So 50 words that sound dirty but ain't. Okay. So now the next one it doesn't sound dirty, it looks dirty. Is number 1, because the word is a holy. Which when it's written, it looks like it's a hole.
A hole.
Yeah, like a hole and then hole again, like an a hole next to another hole. If you know what I'm saying. Do you guys know what that is?
A holy hole.
A holy.
No. I'm not. I don't.
It's a fish. It's a fish.
It's how people used to answer the phone.
It's a
mahi.
Yes, exactly, like mahi. It is a Hawaiian fish. Okay, number 2 is actishite. Actishite. Yeah. Actishite.
Well, that's when you got a movie with people that can't act.
They can't act for shite.
And it's also...
It sounds like a mineral.
It is a mineral.
It does sound like...
It is a mineral.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Number 3 is asapanic. Asapanic.
That's when you're about to blow.
I was gonna say that's somebody that had Taco Bell way too recently.
You gotta put a cork in it.
There's the
call back.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh. Asapanic.
No idea.
It is an indigenous name for the flying squirrel.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 4 is, and I swear this isn't something describing DeviantArt. Ass art.
One word?
Yeah, ass art. One word. But it's probably like a sart.
A sart, yeah.
Yeah, but ass. But I'm explaining why it's funny.
No, I don't know.
It's a verb similar to deforest.
Oh.
Yeah. Number
sart.
Yeah. Number 5 is bastonado.
Ooh, I like a bombastic.
That's tempo, or like how you play music.
No, it's like a walking stick.
Oh
wow! Yeah. I couldn't have been wronger.
Number 6 is boobiala.
Boobiala, is that something to do with the booby bird? Maybe.
Probably that's where it came from. It came from a Tasmanian Aboriginal name. It is a town in Tasmania. So there you go. Number 7 is bum bailiff.
Oh.
So, I mean, to me, I would think this is somebody who eats ass like it's groceries, but yeah, bum bailiff.
Oh, I was gonna say somebody working for Judge Judy that doesn't quite have the panache to be a real bailiff. He's kind of a bum.
You're honestly very close. It's a mean bailiff.
Oh.
A bailiff who is mean. Number 8 is bum fiddler. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think these are in alphabetical order.
So far makes
sense. Right.
Bum fiddler. I mean, this sounds like an insult from like the streets of Lancashire. Yeah, get over here, you bum fiddler, you.
Yeah.
You're like Dickensian times or something.
Yeah. Bum fiddler is you would call them a litter bug now.
Oh. Well, how does that make sense?
Look,
bum fiddler.
I don't know. Number 9 is bumalo. Bumalo.
Is that like a smaller bungalow?
No, it's a fish.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 10, we're on the C's now. Number 10 is clatterfart. Clatterfart. This is actually Middle English.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clatterfart.
Yeah. I'll give you the Middle English definition, We'll disclose any light secret.
Tattling?
It's a narc? Is it a narc?
More like a blabbermouth. Blabbermouth, yeah.
Well, narc, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of similar. I mean, less serious than a narc, but yeah. But you guys are lucky I could read not old English. Well, I can read Old English, but you guys are lucky I could read Middle English. Cause, number 11 is cockapert. I would think this is like an expert in cock, like the word cock expert, cockapert.
Yeah, dang.
Cockspert.
I'm actually not far off.
Really?
No, well, not really, but it's a saucy fellow, somebody who's kind of a Weisenheimer.
You little cockapert, you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Number 12 is cockbell, which honestly sounds like just like the end of your fucking cock, but
the bell end.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that though. Cockbell.
Is it a rooster's crow?
No. It's a flower actually.
Oh.
It's a flower. Oh God, this sounds like something Beavis and Butthead would say. Number 13 is cockchafer. Shut up, cockchafer.
That is absolutely something those two would say.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when you're walking and your legs kind of get together and they start chafing.
Oh, I was gonna say when it's a little too sweaty and you stick to yourself.
Well, you got to remember it only sounds dirty. It had nothing to do with cock. It's a cockchafer. It's a bug. It's a beetle.
Ah.
All right, now I love this one. Number 14 is a dick.
Oh, I know what a dick is. It's a little like deer-like animal.
It's an antelope. Yeah, it's the small. It looks like a deer. It's the smallest antelope that exists.
How do you know that?
They're cute. They're little guys. I love little guys.
No, I think Jesse is wondering how you came by that knowledge.
Yeah.
I go to zoos.
There you go.
Oh.
They're just cute little dudes.
Number 15 is a dream hole, which honestly sounds like a way better version of a glory hole. But it's not.
It's the dream hole.
It's close to that, but it's not that.
Close, but not hole. Quite.
It's okay. So just imagine if a glory hole wasn't dirty.
So peephole.
Well, no, it's it's a hole made in a wall to let sunlight or fresh air in. Number 16. This sounds like another sort of very British insult. A fanny blower.
Yeah, is it
a fanny blower?
Is it the fanny in like the UK, like the front?
Yes, it is. But that's not what this is referring to.
Fanny blower.
So a fanny blower is a fan, an actual fan that is used in scissor making.
Oh, scissor making.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Number 17 is fartlek.
Fartlek.
Yeah, fartlek.
Sounds like an alien language.
This is actually
here's the one that gets me.
This is actually Swedish.
Oh, hang on. I might be able to parse this one out. Because fart is probably something to do with driving. And maybe lek is like the length.
Length of driving.
Well, you're not really driving, but it does have to do with speed. Fartlek is a form of athletic training that is like doing like wind sprints and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you know Swedish, Elise?
No, I know German, so I was trying to parse it out.
Yeah, they have similar roots. There was an argument I got into on Quora. I had to block the guy because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Because it was having to do with some of the words that Tolkien used, and the word was Dwimmerlake, and it was something that Eowyn called the Witch King. She said, "Begone, foul Dwimmerlake," and I said that it's sort of it's Old English, but not really. It's like Halbutla, where it's sort of like it's an Old English word, but it's one that Tolkien created. And I broke it down to what it really means is cloaked specter, which makes perfect sense for Eowyn to call the Witch King a cloaked specter, because that's what he is. And, because I went by, this is what Dwemer means, and this is what lake as a verb or adjective means. And I wrote a whole thing, like a whole linguistic study of the word Dwemer Lake, got a lot of attention, a lot of views. And this guy comes in and tries to tell me that it's Afrikaans, and that it has to be Afrikaans because Tolkien lived in South Africa and he would have gone to school there and this and that. And I said, well, he lived in South Africa until he was 3 years old, so he wouldn't have gone to school there, and he didn't know that. It's like one of the few languages he didn't know. And he just kept arguing, and I said, sometimes this happens where people assume that because he was born in South Africa that he has to know that language and that. And I said, look, I tried to explain it to him. I says, Afrikaans is a modern cognate of Dutch, and Dutch is derived from Old English, which is why if you've ever read Dutch, it looks like somebody who's trying to write English and they got hit in the head with a hammer. You could almost sort of understand it even if you can't speak the language. And I said, that's why it's similar to the sort of thing you're coming up with. But he didn't want to hear it. All right, number 18. I love this one. Fuck sheet. Fuck sheet. These are my special monkey sheets.
What?
All right. There's a Halloween episode of Beavis and Butthead where they tried to like put sheets over their head to be ghosts for Halloween, and Beavis, these sheets smell funny. These are my special monkey sheets. Ah, get off! Get off!
Oh, because he spanks the monkey.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you guys a hint. A fuck sheet is also known as a fuck sale.
Oh, that helps so much.
I'm going to read this exactly. Hey, Santa Cruz, how's it going? I'm going to read this exactly as it's written. Fuck was an old Middle English word for sail. Specifically, the foremost sail on a ship. The word fuckmast referred to a ship's foremast, where fuck sheet or fuck sail were used for the sail attached to the ship's fuckmast.
Wow.
See, no, I think fuckmast should have been the word used. Because mast is a Latin word for breast. So there, you know. Oh, wow, this one's amazing. Number 19 is a gull groper.
Gull groper.
Gull groper.
Oh boy.
It's modern English, but it's archaic.
Modern but old. Okay.
Yes. It's not. It's old, as in it's a couple hundred years old, but not old enough to be Middle English or Old English. Victorian era, you know.
A steampunk machine.
No, a gull groper is like a con man.
Ah. He gull groped me.
Yep, exactly. You've been gull groped. Number 20 is haboob.
Oh, that's a dust storm.
Yes. Yes, it is. Correct.
How do you know that?
I've taken
do you know Arabic?
meteorology classes.
Oh, okay. It's from an
worldly.
It's from an Arabic word, by the way. That's where it comes from. Yeah. Number 21 is hump and scrump, which sounds like an act that you should not do. Don't if you must hump, do not scrump.
It's like the clean and jerk.
Yeah, hump and scrump. So a hump and scrump is an old name for a hurdy-gurdy, and it also is just like any sort of like a slapdash put-together musical instrument.
Yeah, hurdy-gurdy, man.
Yeah. Number 20. Oh, wow, this one's good. Number 22 is invagination. I imagining vagina? Like invagination.
Yeah,
that's where my mind went.
Invagination.
Oh, God. Well, okay, so it is related to the root of the word vagina, so that's why. It is the act of putting something into something else.
Aha, okay.
So invagination or evagination would be the opposite, is usually referred to in Old Text as putting a sword in its sheath or taking it out of the sheath is evagination. So now, here's another one. This is a great root. Number 23 is jaculate.
No E in front?
No, no E. It's without the E. This is before the internet.
So it's not just like an interjection.
Is it to speak?
It's to speak suddenly or to rush forward suddenly, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 24 is jerkinhead. A jerkinhead. Yeah. Quickly. We have a lot of
the
these.
name of a bar?
It's a type of roof, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The jerkin head.
Oh, I love this one. Number 25. I'm going to start calling people this a knob stick. Shut up, you old knob stick.
Maybe some kind of tool to repair things?
No,
no.
Knob
and a stick.
No. It is something that you would call a person.
Oh,
it is an insult. It's just not dirty. These days we would call them scabs. It's a strike. Somebody who breaks a strike. Oh wow, this next one's amazing. Number 26 is cum bang.
Oh no!
Actually, C-U-M? Elise, you should know this. No, it's K. We're on the K's now.
Okay,
you should know this, Elise.
I should know it. It's a geology term.
It's not geology, but you knew you knew the boob one. Haboob.
Haboob.
Oh.
If you know haboob, you should know cum bang. Somebody please just clip me saying just that out of context, please.
Is it like a thunderstorm?
It's a hot arid wind.
Yeah.
Number 27 is lobcocked. If somebody's lobcocked.
Crazy? You're lobcocked. You're crazy.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but no.
No?
To be lobcocked is just sort of like to be like a boorish, sort of like a slovenly person.
Oh, like you just let yourself go?
Yeah. Number 23 is nestlecock. Nestlecock. There's two definitions.
Oh.
One comes from the other, but yes.
Oh. Well,
you'll see.
Nestle, I think cozy. I don't know.
So the original definition of a nestlecock is the last chick to hatch from eggs.
Oh.
And it became known to be sort of like a spoiled child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's the last one. Usually
yes,
the last
exactly.
One.
The baby. Yeah. Number 29 is I got to be very, very careful about the way that I say this word. It is knickerpecker.
Hey, Twitch, did you pick up on that?
Yes. With a CK.
CK.
There are no G's in that word.
Well, let's see. There's Knickerbocker. So
yeah. No, but yeah, this is with an N. We're past the K.
Oh, yeah, as opposed to a K.
Yeah.
It's
really obvious, actually. It's a woodpecker.
A
woodpecker.
It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Some of these have turned our heads upside down.
But that one was really. Number 30 is a knobber.
You knobber.
Yeah, when you're getting knobbed in the knob by some knob holding a knob.
I think I've called somebody this before.
I mean, the word knob has so many different meanings in British slang, it's kind of crazy.
Knob.
Yeah.
Is it a criminal? Because I've heard the phrase bald knobbers before.
Yeah, well, in this case, it's a boxer, somebody who knobs someone. Because to knob knob as a verb is to hit somebody in English slang. But like I said, they have getting knobbed in the knob by some knob with a knobber is Number 31 is nodgecock. Nodgecock. There's a lot of Victorian ones in here.
They really liked that
Nodgecock.
They really like cock.
Now somebody just clipped Jesse just saying that when out of context. Nodgecock. Nodgecock is like nincompoop. Okay. Now number 32 is this sounds like something you probably should be careful with, but packapoo.
Oh, gotta pack it right.
A packapoo. This is Australian slang, if that helps.
Oh yeah.
Have yourself a good old packapoo. And it's actually, even though it's Australian slang, it actually derives from Cantonese.
Oh, jeez.
Bagkapoo.
Whoa, geez.
Okay, well, here, maybe this might help. Bagkapoo in Cantonese Chinese means white pigeon ticket.
White pigeon ticket.
Mm-hmm.
White pigeon?
Pigeon poop?
No, it's a raffle. It's a raffle.
Oh.
In they would have a dove pick the ticket.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they called it Hak Gop Poo, which in Cantonese Chinese is white pigeon ticket, and it's a raffle. And then in Australia, say, "Oh, the raffle says to get alpaca pay." Oh, wow, this one's amazing. Number 33 is peniophobia.
Oh.
It's not the fear of penises, which would probably be phallophobia, but...
Phallo.
Yeah, but peniophobia.
A fear of penia.
It's actually the fear of poverty.
Nailed it.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 34 is... Okay, so it's actually... The word is said peniston, but it looks like a penis stone. Yeah.
Oh.
Peniston.
I know that's like a last name, like CC Peniston.
Yeah. No, well, it's a town in England.
Of the Yorkshire Penistons?
Yes, it is in Yorkshire.
Wow!
Hey! Thank you.
Nice guess.
Okay, number 35 is Pershite.
Pershite.
That sounds like it's got Gaelic in it somewhere.
It's Scots, so you're very close.
Yeah, Scots. Okay.
Is it because of the shite?
Pershite.
Just a little.
Pershite.
Pershite.
Yeah. So, somebody who's Pershite, you would refer to them as anal retentive, which also sounds dirty, but isn't.
Anal.
Yeah. Oh,
Retentive.
this is an interesting... wow. Number 36 is pissaladiere.
Oh, my.
It sounds like... Yeah, piss a lot right here. Pissaladiere.
Well, I'm guessing it's French.
It is French, yes.
Pissaladiere.
Pissaladiere.
Come on, Jesse, you're Canadian. That's like at least honorary French.
Well, I know some French, but not
Pissaladiere.
pissaladiere.
So it's a condiment, actually, sort of similar to Worcestershire sauce.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's made from anchovies and olives and a couple other things.
Ooh, that sounds awful.
Well, I mean, that's what Worcestershire sauce is made of.
Yeah, sounds awful.
Number 37 is... Okay, wow. Piss asphalt. Piss... It's literally the word piss and the word asphalt put together. And asphalt already sounds dirty, but it isn't.
Asphalt's already got...
Yeah, I said kiss my asphalt.
Woohoo.
Okay, well, it is derived from Greek.
Oh.
Okay, the fucked up thing is it is kind of like asphalt.
Oh.
It's
something to do with bricks, maybe? I don't know.
It's tar.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Number 38 is Poonga. Poonga.
Sounds like a Q*bert villain. Or no, I'm thinking of a Pooyan.
Poonga. Oh my god. So it's a kind of oil, Poonga oil. It's like a tree. It's a tree oil that they use for like engines and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Number 39, I love this, sack butt. Sack butt.
Sack butt.
Now, this has two T's. If it had one T, it would be an instrument, similar to a trombone, but it's not. It has two T's, like butt.
Could it be like a fanny pack?
No.
Like a sack?
No, it's a wine barrel. Interesting.
At least I'm guessing here.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you're guessing. I think your guess is great.
I am paralyzed by the funny words.
Yeah. Okay, well, this next one is really going to get you paralyzed because number 40 is sexagism. It's with an E, so it's not sexagasm, but it's sexagasm, which is derived from the adjective sexagesimal.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well, here's me trying to be German again. Sex is just the word for six.
That is correct.
Yeah. Yes.
You're right.
Something to do with six gesimals?
So, a sexage is 60. So, sexagesimal is pertaining to the number 60, and a sexagism is 1/60th of something.
Oh.
Huh. In what language? Is that English?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is derived from Latin, but so yeah. Absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. Now this one is a little different, similar. It just sounds good. Number 41, sex angle.
The sex angle.
Yeah, when you tell her a little to the left.
Yeah.
It's just a hexagon. Because you think
really?
triangle, rectangle,
okay, six sides.
Yeah. Now
triangle, sex
yeah,
angle.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Yeah, rectangle. Number 42 is sex foiled. Sounds like this is like cock blocked almost, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like somebody
I've
knocking
been
on the door.
sex
You gotta
foiled.
scramble.
Sex foiled.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with swords, like a foil? Maybe.
No, that's a good guess, but no. I that's a really good one though. It's actually any plant or flower that has 6 leaves.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce this, but it looks like it just says at number 43 shitta.
Shitta.
Like is like shitta, like shitta. Is this like a Boston toilet? You gonna go to the shitta?
Shitta.
It's not, but let's see if anybody knows or just give me some kind of crazy guess.
Shitta.
It's a type of tree.
It is a tree.
What?
Oh.
Yes. It is a tree. It is an acacia tree.
Motherfucker, I guessed.
You guessed correctly.
Wow.
Now, okay, I've been joking about like, oh, clip that, clip this, whatever. I'm actually gonna go and clip that right now because that was the wildest fucking guess, and you just nailed it. I thought the way that you said it with such confidence, and you were correct. I thought you just knew it.
No, I looked out the fucking window. Wow.
Shit out. It's a type of acacia tree from like the Middle East. All right, number 40 is a skittycock.
That sounds like a Pokemon being very indecent.
A skittycock.
Kittycock.
No, skittycock.
That's what I said. Skittycock.
Okay. That's what happens to Whalmer.
That's what I just said. It sounds like a Pokemon being indecent.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but Skitty and Whalmer are in the same egg group, so.
That's true. They would appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys and your Pokemon.
Skittycock.
Hot Skitty on Whalelord action, baby.
Indeed.
Is it a dance? The Skittycock.
You're actually kind of correct. It's it's derived from skit, which is to act shyly or to move rapidly and quickly.
I was adjacent.
Yep. It's also the name of a bird.
The Skittycock.
Makes sense.
Number 45. This sounds like more British slang. It's a slagger.
Yes. Oh, like a slag?
Yeah, a slagger.
Slagger.
Is that
like I would
working at in a slag heap?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
What's a slag heap?
It's when like rocks fall. It's basically like down.
It's actually not what you said. A slag heap is like the refuse from a foundry.
Mining.
You know, so so like it could be mining, but usually it's like a foundry, like the little bits of melted metal and rock and ore that just sort of like pile together. That's the slag heap.
I'm so confident and so wrong.
I thought you were saying heath.
You were close though. Like you knew. You knew that a slagger had to do with the slag heap. Yeah. This one's amazing. Number 46 is a tease hole. I'm gonna start calling people tease hole. Wasn't
that the villain
I cannot remove my head from the gutter for this one. Shit.
Mega Man Legend. Oh god, that's good. No, okay, so a tease hole is a hole that when they're glass, when they're making glass, they put the fuel in the tease hole.
Still funny.
Yeah, it is still funny. Number 47 is a tether-a-dick. But sounds like you're tying a rope to the anyway.
Yeah,
a tether-a-dick, yeah.
Is that the name? Is that what you call the pole that when you're playing tetherball?
No, it's not that, unfortunately. Okay,
I don't know.
So, this is related to very archaic counting systems. So it's literally tether-a-dick is 13.
Oh, jeez. Ah.
Yeah. So, because dick was 10. Tether-a-dick is 3 and 10.
Another dick is 10.
Number 48 is Titbor. Titbor.
I feel like that's an insect.
It's not, but that would be so funny.
A titbor.
A titbor. It's also known as hitty titty, if that helps.
Ah!
Oh.
Hitty titty.
Hitty and titty.
So, hitty titty is specifically, it's hide and go seek in Scots. And then Titbor became sort of a very, I guess, degraded version of it, which is peekaboo.
Titbor.
Yeah. Now, number 49 is a tit tyrant, which I'm going to start calling people tit tyrant.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
I kind of like that one.
I lord over the tits.
Yeah, you are lord of the tits. The tit tyrant.
Yes.
A tit tyrant will rise in the land of Mordor.
Bow before the biggins.
Yeah. Okay, so I will tell you that this is referring to a huge tit. But like
bird.
Yeah, the bird.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bird. Yeah.
And this is the final one, number 50, Wankapin.
Sounds like a place. Let's go to Wankapin.
I guess that would sort of be like like a Native American sort of sounding word, Wankapin. Yeah. But there would be a Q in there. Now, this is just like wank. With a K. It's a flower. I'm gonna put you guys out of your misery there. It's a flower.
Wankapin flower.
Yeah.
Is it pretty?
I don't know. It's an American lotus. I'll look up an American lotus and see what it looks like.
Is it wankable?
Well, I don't jerk to flowers, but it's a nice looking flower. It's a lotus.
Deflower this flower.
Oh
my.
Oh. Out of 50. 50. Amazing. I had so much fun.
Yeah. Agreed.
That was better than the last
fabulous.
50.
Yes. All right. We gotta I have lists, but I gotta do the submitted ones. So let me go over to my submitted lists.
You must submit.
Yeah. Where's my list? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Let me scroll up to where we were last time so I could let's see. I did ask Bort to limit the Totally Tubular Jonathan to 2 per month.
Less.
Is it because it got I said we liked the list, but it was getting to be like there were like 5 of them. I'm like, that's too many. All right, let's see. There's more in here than I thought. Huh. Okay, here it is from Bort, and this is from a Redditor named SurePhase5925. Early predictions for top 10 highest grossing movies of 2026.
Oh.
So these are movies that are slated to come out next year? And they are saying, I think these are going to do really well.
I don't even know what's coming out next year.
Well, you're gonna find out the name of 10 movies.
Damn right I am.
That are coming out in 2026. Now they said how much money they think it's going to make. I don't care about that. Yeah, Let's just do the top 10 and just see. These are 10 movies that they think are going to be very, very successful. So number 10 is The Mandalorian and Grogu. That's. I mean,
people love that little fucker.
Yeah.
They're making a movie. Okay.
Yeah. Number 9, Dune Messiah. I mean, Dune and 1 and 2 were really good, so yeah.
They
people quite enjoyed them, and they made a good amount of money. Sure.
Yeah. Number 8 is the Fast and Furious 11. I don't know if they're calling it that or if it's a placeholder title, but
11 Fast, 11 Furious.
11D. I just recorded my 111th episode of Tolkien Scholar Answers Questions, and I didn't realize until I was finished that it was the 111th. So I could have read Bilbo's speech as my reading, but instead, I read Beowulf instead, but
still.
If I had noticed, I would have been like, oh, well, we got to do the, Bilbo's birthday. Number 7 is the Batman Part 2. I mean, the first one did very well, and, I enjoyed it, so there you go.
I still haven't seen it.
It was really good. You should see it. And
that Penguin show, apparently.
The Penguin was really good. It was like if The Sopranos took place in the DC universe.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. But you should see the Batman. It really leans into the detective thing, which I thought was fun.
I like that.
Yeah. Number 6 is the as yet untitled new Christopher Nolan movie that Matt Damon will be in.
Oh, I hadn't even heard about that one.
Yeah.
Unsurprised, though.
Number 5 is Toy Story 5. Did they put that at number 5 because it's Toy Story 5? I wonder.
I feel like that will probably do very well.
I mean, yeah, those always do amazing. Number 4 is the Super Mario Brothers movie 2. I mean, look, it doesn't even have to be good. It just has to come out.
Yeah.
The first one made over $1 billion.
Yeah. Number 3 is the Spider-Man 4, whatever they're going to call it, the 4th Spider-Man.
Oh, good. Cool. Yeah, I like the other ones.
Yeah. Number 2 is Shrek 5.
Get Shrek.
I kind of hope this does awful.
Isn't the world kind of over it?
It won't, but like
it would be nice. Yeah, I would love for this movie to fail. And number 1,
I think we're over Shrek now, aren't we?
I was over it from the first
one. No, the kids love Shrek.
Yeah, the kids.
No. Oh yeah.
Number 1, this is a lock. Avengers: Doomsday. Of course, it's going to do well.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah. It's going to.
I feel like a lot of these were very like no shit Sherlock.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, for early predictions, yeah, you're going to go with big genre movies,
But I like that one of them is an as of yet untitled Christopher, just because it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had an Oscar award-winning picture last, so whatever he does next is going to be big,
It better be.
Number. Listen, okay, so the next one. At a safe picks, 10 out of 10. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah,
it's reasonable.
They'll all do numbers.
Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to fail in the box office, at least. Here's one from Board, and this is from Totally Tubular Jonathan.
This is one.
Games he gave up on.
Oh, okay.
Terrible gamer games. There's 11 of these, and these are games that he started playing, and then I guess he just didn't for one reason or another.
All right, time to get mad.
Right.
Okay, Stalker 2 is the first one on here, and if Sarah is in the chat, I know she's very angry, but he just felt that it was just too big. I can understand that, sort of like open world intimidation that does happen.
Where it's just too big, man. I can't take it. It's too big.
Well, no. Have you ever played a game where there's just too many things to do, and you're like, I'm never gonna fucking finish this?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild took me forever.
Yeah. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Apparently, he found it boring.
Oh, really?
I did hear that one really took a while to get going.
Yeah. Starfield. Yeah, a lot of people hopped off Starfield. A lot of people hopped off that one.
I think my husband ditched that one because it just wasn't fun.
The Thief reboot. Apparently, the main character has the personality of a soggy brown paper bag.
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
What an insult to soggy brown paper bag.
Lords of the Fallen is on here, and I don't know what that is, so...
Me neither.
I've never heard of that one. The Saints Row reboot. You know what? Bless you for trying.
Yeah.
Bless you for trying, because the rest of us avoided that like the plague. Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people hopped off of it, especially at launch. I know that they improved it later, but yeah, it was rough.
I told you guys my Michael's story about how he played Cyberpunk 2077 at launch with no issues, right?
Yes.
Really?
You did.
Yeah, he played it on Stadia.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I was like, it wasn't on List Critics, but you just, I think you were streaming, and you said it.
Ah, okay.
Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which he always online. Fuck off.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh, he hopped off a Hexen. Okay, so that's the oldest game on here so far, and let me guess, he got lost. Yeah, he got lost. Right.
It's one of those.
Yeah. This is the Police 2. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know that one.
Open up.
Yeah. And the last one is Lego Star Wars 3, which just says Clone Wars, more like Clone Snores.
Got him.
Damn it, he made me laugh.
Yeah. Out of 11, I think the only thing on here that... Hexen, I can understand somebody who plays new games going back and being like, what does I do? So I can kind of understand that, even though I love the game. The only one on here that I think is questionable is the Mario and Luigi game.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm gonna give it a 10. 10 out of 11.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Wait, is that the number 9 or is that no?
9.
Well, you see, I think I might have mentioned a couple times this stream that I
That's why I asked that.
I know.
The Duke of Nukem gave us the next list. That's Almighty Santa. The 10. Oh God, this is contentious. The top 10 best progressive rock bands.
Oh, here we go.
There is no way that you do a list like this and somebody doesn't get angry, unfortunately. And this is from a website called thetop10s.com, and it starts with number. I
anticipate hearing steam coming out of your ears.
Oh no, it won't bother me, but I know that some people are pretty weird about this sort of thing. What do you guys? I've already seen it because it started at number 1, but what do you guys think is the number 1 progressive rock band?
Yeah, I was probably gonna say Rush.
Okay. I'm sure they're on here. Let's see. Number 10 is Tool, which I'm not a fan. I know a lot of people that are personally. I find them to be very talented, but boring.
I like other projects by Maynard James Keenan, but
like A Perfect Circle.
Pussifer, actually.
Oh, Pussifer. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Jethro Tull. Yeah, I like Jethro Tull.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
I respect
My
it.
dad liked Jethro Tull.
There you go.
Well, so did mine. That's why.
Well, I think your dad probably liked most of these bands. Number 8 is Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah, I respect it.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, eBay with the subscribe. There it goes. I'm like, where's the damn alert? Thank you for 66 months. You know what happens. You know what happens in 3 months. I'm gonna pop
really
fuck off. I mean, I already popped off for a flower reaching, but but every time I'm gonna pop the fuck off if we get some emote spam in the chatizzle, y'all. Things are gonna get nice in here. Nice. Nice. Maybe I'll just do like a full like episode of Cock Talk starring Diedrich Bader. Like, hello there for 69 months of subscribing here to Cock Talk Radio with Diedrich Bader. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that joke lately. Oh, I lost my tab. Okay, so number 7, Dream Theater. Yeah, they're great. Yeah. Sure. I mean, Dream Theater is sort of like they're like number 1 or 2 if you're saying progressive metal, but when you open up all progressive rock, there's going to be a lot of like really big bands that are going to push them down to number 7, so it makes sense. All right, number 6 is Porcupine Tree. This is a band that I put into the same category as sort of as Tool. They don't sound like Tool, but I respect them. They can play their instruments really well. They're boring as shit.
That sucks.
And what sucks is that I bought one of their albums called In Absentia, and I really liked it. And then I started to buy more of their albums, and none of them were really hooking me. Like they just had this one good album, and the rest of it was like putting me to sleep, personally. But they're popular. Number 5 is Yes. All I could say is yes.
Very good.
Yes. One of the few bands on here that, the older bands that are still going strong. Number 4 is King Crimson. I'm not like a big King Crimson fan, but it's one of those. I respect them. There's a band on. I say band. There's only 2 of them, but on YouTube called Fleesh, and they do some original music, but mostly cover songs. It's a guy and a girl. She does the singing. He plays all the instruments, and they did this amazing cover of the King Crimson song Epitaph. And I left them a comment. I said, I don't really like King Crimson, but this is my favorite King Crimson song, and wow, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, my dad's a King Crimson guy.
Yeah, and so is Almighty Santa, who gave us this list.
Nice.
Number 3 is Genesis. Yeah, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. I mean, you don't see Nintendo rocking out with progressive rock. Yeah, they go back to the 60s.
Yeah.
Number 2, Rush. Number 2 is Rush. So now you both now you both. I've already seen number 1 because it was at the top of the list, but you both guessed that Rush would be number 1.
Yeah.
There is one band above them. Now that you know numbers 10 through 2, what do you think number 1 is?
I'm completely out of progressive rock bands.
That's surprising to hear.
Well, I don't listen to it.
No, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer were already on the list.
Yeah, ELP were on the list already.
They were on the list already. Yes, we're on the list already. This is one of the biggest bands ever.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it Pink Floyd?
It is Pink Floyd. Of course it's Pink Floyd.
You know what's really funny is that I knowing that they are proggish, I don't typically classify them as such in my mind.
And
that's not the niche they fall into. I'm categorizing my brain.
I totally get that, and I totally know why. It's because most prog bands play a shit ton of notes, and Pink Floyd are a little bit more about a vibe than anything else. I love what oh yes, guess what? The new Pope can dunk. Moody Blues should have been on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would have knocked off Tool at number 10. To be. By the way, this was top 10. This is sort of like one of those where I could go to number 50 if I wanted to. So I'm just gonna scroll down to see if who'd you say, the Moody Blues, to see who. Let's see, Gentle Giant. Moody Blues is number 12 actually.
Okay.
I only did 10 because that's what Almighty Santa said. I mean, but yeah, Kansas, Camel, Vandergraaf Generator, Frank Zappa and the Mother's Invention, Deep Purple, ELO, Opeth, Queen, Supertramp, The Police. They're not prog.
What?
They're not prog at all.
That was new wave, you guys. Renaissance, Primus is
Renaissance.
Either.
My dad loves Renaissance.
And Soundgarden for some reason. How was Soundgarden on here? Hey, Sergeant Salt and Pepper, how's it going? Alan Parsons' Project did not make the top 25, unfortunately, and I think they should have, even though there weren't that many albums. They were really good.
Okay.
They were on there, just not as high, just like you, Wayne. But for anybody who doesn't know what Evie was referring to, there's a musician out there on like TikTok and such. He's called oh God, what is the guy's name, Evie? Because I keep thinking of Alex Rabelais, but that's not him. It's Mark something, isn't it? Oh, Tom Cardy. Look up Tom Cardy. He did this like
the guy that tells you to wash your beehole.
Yeah, and he did. Have you checked your butthole?
Oh, check your beehole. Yeah.
Tom, he did this song called Basketball Pope. It was hilarious. It was a recent one from him. Okay, yeah, I'm only judging the top 10. I'm going to give it a 7.
I'll go with you, man. 7. Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I will personally go with 8. I didn't think that was terrible. I like that.
Certainly not terrible, no.
Yeah. We had very low expectations, and it surpassed all of the ones.
But here's the thing. What I said was true. Somebody's pissed off. Might not be anybody that's here right now, but somebody's pissed off, right? Somebody's like, damn it. Also from... such and such didn't make the top 10, somebody who really thinks Opeth should be there or whatever. Also from the Duke of Nukem, we have, this is from the Cinemaholic, which I misread momentarily as Cinemahole-ick. Going back to the earlier list about words that sound dirty but aren't. The 25 greatest movie characters of all time.
Movie characters?
Yeah, movie characters. Now Dookie Nukie. This doesn't start at number 1, so I haven't seen number 1, thankfully. What do you think is who's the greatest movie character of all time? You know what? I'm gonna say Dracula.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say Dracula.
Kevin McAllister.
Oh my God. All right. Number 25 is Captain Jack Sparrow. I'll be honest, I got a little tired of him after 3 movies. They shouldn't have made more than that.
Yeah.
I only saw the first one, and it was really good.
The second and third ones were good, too. But after that, no. And EB, I remember EB telling me I don't really listen to prog, and then I started like playing some prog music on music. Oh, I listen to this. Oh, I like that. I guess I do. Just one of those things. Oh. Number 24 is Anton Chigurh. Only been in one movie, but memorable character.
Extremely. I saw that one in theaters.
Oh, nice. I did not. I saw it on Discord.
the gentleman that I was dating at the time was a big movie guy, so all that between like 2007, 2008, 2009, we went to the movies like every fucking weekend.
That's cool though. If you're into it, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a huge film person. It's one of the I respect it. Yeah. My patience wears very thin. Yeah. And I don't like to sit for that long.
Oh, Moogle brings up a good pick that could be near the top is Han Solo. And somebody else said, maybe it was Moogle. It was Moogle. Moogle also threw out Indiana Jones as well.
Oh, that's a good choice too, yeah.
Number 23 is E.T. Yeah. E.T.
Okay, sure. Iconic.
Number 22 is Amelie, and I hate to be the guy that's like the film buff, but I have to admit I've not seen Amelie.
I have not either. I've seen the art for the movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I know the movie poster, and I know Audrey Tautou was iconic in the role, but I also have not seen it.
Number EB brings up a good point about another Harrison Ford character is Deckard. That's a big one. I
don't know who that is.
The Blade Runner.
From Blade Runner.
Oh, God. I read the book. I didn't see the movie.
Number 21 is The Dude. Okay, I saw this movie, absolutely hated it, still quote it sometimes, though. Still quote it, even though I hated it, because he had such great lines. I just didn't like the actual movie. Number 20 is Jason Bourne. Okay, yeah. Sure.
All right, sure.
Yeah, I respect it. Matt Damon. Number 19 is Hans Landa. Once again, only in one movie, but what a memorable character.
I'm not sure who
this is Inglourious Bastards. He was
I did not see that movie.
Oh, he was played by what's his face? Christoph Waltz. It took me a moment there.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Yeah. EB says I haven't seen it. Too much Eli Roth. Hey, he does die in the movie, so if you want to see that,
That's good.
Number 18 is Neo. I should have thought of that the Matrix films are pretty great. And what's interesting is that I initially did not like the third one, but I will say that after seeing the fourth one, it gave me a new appreciation for it. It sort of recontextualized it for me.
I still haven't seen the fourth one.
Oh, it's really fun. It's really fun.
I really like the first one's one of my favorite movies ever.
I've only seen the first one and the Animatrix, which is not the same.
There's no way they'll make a fifth one anytime soon because the fourth one did not make money, but it was good. Number 17 is Rocky Balboa. He didn't even make the top 10. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
I ran up those stairs.
It's about how much you hit, how much you could get hit. Number 16, Norman Bates. He sure does.
Oh, that damn.
Hey.
Norman. Psycho's.
Talking about characters that left an impression.
Yeah, Psycho's a fantastic film.
He really loves his mother so much.
He is his mother.
I saw a fabulous drag performance recently. It was a drag king performance where the performer was performing as Norman Bates.
Okay.
To Danzig's mother. It was fantastic.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of words that I never expected to come out in that particular order.
I know. And it was fantastic. I'll see if I can find it. I'll
every time I'm like, Discord. Okay, that's wacky. Okay, now it's gotten wackier. And Danzig's mother. Number 15.
It was great.
Yeah, number 15 is Annie Hall.
I haven't seen it, believe it or not.
I like Diane Keaton. I really do, but I don't fucks with Woody Allen movies.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Number 14. Oh no. Number 14 is Kaiser Soze. I love this movie. I love this character, but I also don't fucks with this guy anymore either.
No.
I hate that he's been in so many of my favorite movies.
Yeah, American Beauty.
And Seven. Number 13. Oh wow, Indiana Jones is number 13. You guys.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, hey, look, he was in 5 movies, and 3 of them were really good.
Yeah.
Now, y'all could guess which ones I mean. It's strangely enough, it's all the odd-numbered ones.
I was gonna say 135.
135.
I heard the most recent one was actually pretty good.
Well, the fifth one, it was awesome.
I have not seen the Dial of Destiny.
It was awesome. It was so good. Number 12, Moogle. You were getting a lot of the ones that didn't make the top 10. Han Solo was number 12.
Dang, Moog.
Yeah. That's 2 Harrison Fords in a row. Can we get 3? No, we cannot, because number 11 is Tyler Durden.
All right.
He's such a great character. He was played by 2 actors in the same movie.
Great movie.
Oh, man. I know. See, that's the thing. EB's right. Like, I loved American Beauty, but I can't watch it now because even, like, I could watch Seven, right? I could watch a few of his movies, but that one, it is a lot of him perving on a teenager and knowing what we know about the real guy.
Yeah.
No. Negative buenas. Negative buenas. Number 10 is Michael Corleone. I should have thought of that.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I should have thought. I'm still sticking with Dracula for number 1. Number 9 is Forrest Gump. Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really good.
Number 8, The Terminator.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a good choice.
My name is Carl. I do drapes. What? Okay. Hot. You haven't seen that one, I guess. Hot take. They have not made a bad Terminator movie.
Oh, I don't know, man.
They're all good. I like all of them. I have seen all 6 movies and I like them all.
Okay, well, you know what? That's good for you. That means
some more than others.
Is a winner for you.
Some more than others. Some of them are amazing and some of them are merely good, but I like them all. Number 7, this was another one of Moogle's guesses, Darth Vader.
Dang, okay, Moog.
Yeah. Well, Moog was just throwing a lot of spaghetti at the wall.
No, I know, but like he's hit quite a few of them.
Number 6, somebody in the chat said James Bond. Here he is at number 6.
Jimmy Bond.
Yes, that was the Jimmy Bond. That was the 50s version.
Yes, it was.
You know what the name of that show was? It was Climax.
Yeah.
Number 5, Vito Corleone.
Oh.
It did win a lot of awards.
Yep.
And it's real good.
Number 4, Travis Bickle. Alice, we just watched this not too long ago.
I did like that movie.
Travis, you know what? This doesn't get talked about enough, but there's like this, like a lot of like these are characters that you really shouldn't emulate or think they're the hero. And usually there's a lot. They never include him, and they really should.
Yeah, they should.
Yes, he does one good thing at the end of the movie. It doesn't make up for all the shitty things that he did.
No.
Oh God, I didn't even think of this. Number 3 is the Joker.
Oh. Well,
God, is Batman going to be on this list now, I wonder?
Oh.
There's only 2 left.
Oh, shit.
No. Number 2 is not even a person, though. But definitely a character, the HAL 9000. Hal? Yes, the HAL 9000. Oh. So, fun story. We were watching, this was years ago, we were watching 2001 A Space Odyssey. And this is back when June would stream movies on this website called livestream.com. And it had its own chat room and everything, and you could change your name to whatever you wanted it to be. And there was a part where there was, because 2001 A Space Odyssey is a very, very long. Such and such. I cannot do that. Very long movie, and there is a break in it, so we took a bit of an intermission, and June was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and this. So June's gone, and I said, everybody, let's all change our names to like HAL 9000 and start talking in all caps and stuff, and and you can't have the same name, so we had to like be a little creative, like one person, I think I was the person who did that, I spelled it out like 9,000. And there was one that was like 9000, and somebody had 9K,
Hey,
yeah. And we're all talking in all caps and calling each other Dave. And by the way, fuck Dave. All my homies hate Dave.
Homies hate Dave.
Don't worry, Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
But and then June comes back and is like, you people are monsters. And she was upset, not because we were doing that, but because she couldn't tell who was who.
Oh, no.
Right? And then she says, look, you guys want to act like robots, whatever, but can you at least not talk in all caps? And then I typed in all caps, of course. I'm sorry, Dave. I cannot do that.
I cannot.
So number 1 is We Were All Wrong, by the way.
It wasn't Kevin McAllister?
No, it wasn't. And
No?
it's not.
No?
It's not Dracula. It's not Batman. What did you say, Elise?
I said Ebenezer Scrooge.
No, it's Hannibal Lecter.
Oh. You know what? Okay. I can see that.
I
Number
think.
one?
I think this owes more to the performance of Anthony Hopkins than the character himself.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But yeah, because he didn't play it like the book. He did his own thing and it worked. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is everybody says that hello Clarice. He never said it in the Silence of the Lambs, right?
No, he didn't.
But then he did in the sequel, and Hannibal says Clarice. Why hello Clarice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put him at number one either. But yeah, interesting list. I can't really argue with who's on the list. Just the order might be a little sus. From 25, I will say 20.
Yeah.
18. 18.
Yeah, and EB brings up a good point. I mean, he was in the movie for 15 minutes and he got Best Actor.
Yeah.
Elise, what's your ranking?
I will give that a 21. I think it's pretty good.
21.
I respected the choices, even if I didn't agree with them.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a list that Neth sent us, and this is from complex.com. It's the best black movies of the last 30 years.
Ooh,
So movies starring primarily a black cast here. And
Ape's not black?
No. So these don't seem to actually be ranked. Let's see. I think they're in chronological. No, they're definitely not in chronological order. Okay, so here we go. We start off with Malcolm X. Great movie. Can't argue with that.
Yep.
Love it. Absolutely great. Juice. I have not seen Juice.
It's quite good. It's just like
seen it.
about
Okay.
it's like gang life sort of thing. It's got Tupac is in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. The Harder They Fall. This one I've not even heard of.
No, me neither.
I feel like this may be
Seems to be
gaps in
yes,
our knowledge base.
Well, it seems to be some sort of cowboy movie. So there you go.
Cool.
Defy Bloods. Defy Bloods was so good. I like this one.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, recommend.
Is it about the gang, the Bloods?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's a Spike Lee film. I would recommend most of his movies as it is. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Judas and the Black Messiah. I have not seen this one, although I do want to.
I heard that one was extremely good.
Yeah.
It's an interesting title.
One Night in Miami is a movie that I've not heard of.
Me neither.
There you go.
I wonder how crazy that night was.
Miss Juneteenth. A lot of these movies came out in the year 2020, by the way, for some reason.
Oh.
Miss Juneteenth. I don't know this movie, actually. So there you go. Miss Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is a more recent thing, too.
It's not.
Well, it's more recently in the public eye, but...
Yes, thank you. Jeez Louise, okay?
It's not new.
It's been around for
don't you I'm actually me.
People have been paying more attention to it since
Yes.
about
Yes.
2020,
Yes.
shall we say.
I'm actually me, sir.
No, I'm just saying it's not new.
I mean,
next.
more eyes are on it now.
Yes, that's true. Fresh is the next movie. I have not seen Fresh. I have not seen Fresh. Cream Fresh. Black Panther. Great movie. No arguments there.
Yes, I haven't actually seen that one.
Liked Black Panther. Black Klansman. Also a great movie.
I have seen this. Yeah,
Probably,
it was good.
I would say this is my second favorite Spike Lee movie after Do the Right Thing.
Oh, yeah. I hope that's on here.
It has to be. Well, is that... Wait, hold on. Is that in the last 30 years? That might be too old to be on here.
Oh,
might be
yeah,
too old,
you know
yeah.
what? Yeah.
Well, hold on. When was this published? This was published in 2022. So nothing from before 1992.
That'd be kind of close.
Yeah. I got to scroll back down here to Poetic Justice. I saw this ages ago and I don't really remember it. And Do the Right Thing was 1989, by the way.
Yeah.
As Alice said. So AB is saying that the only Spike Lee movie that we should avoid is the remake of Old Boy, which I didn't know that he did that. I knew that it existed. I didn't know that he did that. There you go. If Beale Street Could Talk is on here, Not my genre, but I'm sure it's good.
I don't even know what it is. What's the genre?
It's romance.
Oh, okay.
You know, which I don't mind a romantic movie. It's just I don't seek them out. Moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. La La Land did not win. Sorry. Y'all got to get off the fucking stage.
Yeah, no,
Get off the stage. La La Land did not win. Get Out. Get Out was fantastic. I really like Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
Friday. Friday is interesting because the first time I saw it, I was like, "This is stupid," but then I liked it more as I grew up. So
I love Friday. It's great.
All I could say is, "Damn."
I was really young when I watched it, so I just appreciated the wackiness of the characters.
Oh yeah, it was very wacky. There is one quote that I always say is, "You got knocked the fuck out." The Wood is a movie that I have not seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is also, we should be taking notes on this list.
Well, look, a few of these are like, we need to add that to the list. Bamboozled is a pretty good Spike Lee movie, not like top tier, but pretty good.
That's about like minstrel shows.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Set It Off. I have not seen this since the 90s, so I don't remember it really. I mean, this had all the hottest actresses at the time because you had Vivica Fox and Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett Smith, so,
Nice.
Big names.
Next Day Air. I didn't see Next Day Air.
Next Day Air.
I didn't see that one. Yeah. Pariah is on here. This is on my I want to see list. Menace to Society. Menace to Society is a great film.
Yeah.
Great film.
Seen it.
Yeah.
Good. Go watch.
Dead Presidents, also another really good one.
Oh, I can't remember if I think I might have.
Love Jones is a movie that I haven't seen, but I did want to say that it sounds like a great name for a porn actor.
Oh.
They just like, hey, what's up? I'm Love Jones. What's going on?
Orlando Jones' a pseudonym.
Oh my.
Best Man Holiday, I have not seen. Crooklyn. Wow, I haven't thought of that movie in so long. Crooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a good one. CB4. I don't know this one. CB4.
Oh, that's I think that's the prison, cell block 4.
Oh, okay. This is Chris Rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Phil Hartman.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Girlhood is on here. Once again, not my genre, but I'm sure it's good.
Good for what it is.
Here's one of my favorites, Dope. If you haven't seen Dope, see it. Great movie.
I have not seen Dope.
Oh, it's about these 3 kids. They're really, really fucking nerdy, and they accidentally wind up with a backpack full of drugs.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
And wackiness ensues.
Shenanigans.
Yep, we watched Dope not too long ago. Me and Alice and Amethyst was there as well.
Oh, neat.
Black Dynamite, fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Girls Trip, I have not seen.
I think I may have actually seen part of this one.
Yeah. I've seen it like it's been on in the room that I've been in, but I've not sat to watch it. Straight Outta Compton, loved it. Saw it in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
That was great.
Great movie. Love and Basketball. Now you're taking me back. That's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Brown Sugar. Which one is? Oh, 2002. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen this.
Which one?
Well, there's been a few movies called Brown Sugar.
Well, probably.
Soul Food. This is a movie that you think is going to be really funny, and then it's really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, I would just say that it's a tearjerker.
Well,
yes. I remember June told me the story when her mom took her to see Straight Outta Compton, and because June is hearing impaired, June's mother signed the whole movie to her.
Whoa.
And she says to me, but she left out all the curses and all the N-words, and I said, so she half the movie, because it's a movie about rap music in the 80s and 90s. She says, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it seemed like it was good, What's Love Got to Do with It? That, I mean, it's another one that's like, it's a hard watch, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Boomerang, one of the higher tier Eddie Murphy films out there.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. And that was the last one. No Coming to America. Hold on, No Coming to America.
Too old.
Oh, that's right. That is late 80s. That's right. Jesus Christ, you're right. Okay. I wish they would have expanded it a little last 40 years, right? Even Well, anyway, I don't know how many we're on here. I don't know. A+. There's nothing on here that I'm like, nah, that sucked.
I'm sure the ones that I haven't seen are, good in their own rights.
Yeah.
I think this is an excellent framework for maybe delving into the concept of black movies if you are not as familiar with them.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
And
friends, I am unfortunately I'm gonna have to run.
Okay. You have to be up very early.
For the chat's sake, my father's having surgery in the morning, and I need to drop him off way before my usual wake up time. So thank you all for having me. I will be back next month.
Before you run,
yes.
Before you run, let's just nail down that will we agree to the 26th of June? Does anybody have any issues there?
Let me check my calendar real quick.
For the next episode.
26th of June looks good to me.
Okay.
Yep, we're good. Awesome. Thank you, friends.
Yep.
Everybody take care.
And I recommend, by the way,
for the best luck.
Absolutely. I recommend watch the VOD because the next list is also from Neth and it's similar but without the time, but it's ranked and without the time restraint. So.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Later.
All right. So me and Jesse are going to finish this out. Our next list is also from Neth, and it's the 25 essential black movies that shaped film history. Now, this might be a little sus because it's from Forbes.com.
Okay.
I'm just thinking they might not be the best judges of this sort of thing.
Well, let's see.
But let's find out. So this is the top 25, and with no specific time period this time, so we can have number 25 being Do the Right Thing. Although,
hey, there it is.
And I guess like most of the characters in this are white, but you have some very important black characters. Of course, you have Samuel L. Jackson and you have Spike Lee. But
the story being told is important.
Yes, absolutely. Great movie. We watched it not too long ago, me and Alice, and number 25 though, I think that would be like in the top 5 for me.
Okay.
Number 24 is 12 Years a Slave. Wow, how did that not get on the other list?
Oh man, yeah. This was
Hold on.
Watch.
Actually, wait, is this the better list?
Huh?
Hold up. Did Forbes nail it? Hold on. This was so good. Highly recommend it. Also, yes, tough watch. Number 23 is Boys in the Hood, which is just too old to have made the other list.
But it is good. I do like this movie.
Excellent movie. Number 22 is Set It Off. I haven't seen Set It Off.
Me neither.
Yeah. Number 21 is Moonlight. We already talked about Moonlight. Great film. Same thing with
5 thumbs up.
Yep, 5 thumbs up. Same thing with number 20 being Black Panther.
Yep.
Although I am starting to questioning the order of things. I love Black Panther. I wouldn't say it's better than like Moonlight or Do the Right Thing, but hey. Number 19 is Barbershop. I put this into the same category as like Friday, where I thought it was like silly, and then I revisited and really liked it. But only the first one, none of the sequels.
Yeah, I haven't seen it just based on the premise, like, it takes place at a barbershop, but I've just never given it a proper chance.
Yeah. Ice Cube does make a good comedy, I will say that. Poetic Justice, we already talked about.
There it is.
Number 17, Coming to America. See, it made the list.
Hey.
Yep, love Coming to America. The royal penis is clean.
It's clean.
That chick was hot, too. Damn. Number 16 is Waiting to Exhale. I'm actually surprised that didn't make the other list as well, but there you have it.
I have not seen it.
I have, but it was one of those, so long ago I might not have. It's like I haven't, It's been so long. The Color Purple, the original version of The Color Purple is on here.
Yeah.
I have not seen it in a very long time, although I did recently watch the remake, which is actually way better than I thought it was going to be.
I didn't even know there was a remake.
Yeah, it's also a musical. The remake, which is a choice, but boy, was it good! I was surprised. I was very surprised. Number 14 is Dreamgirls. That's another really good one.
Eddie Murphy was in that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. It was one of his best performances, actually.
Yeah, very not super comedic or nothing.
Yeah. Number 13 is Django Unchained, which it's a good one. But I will admit that it also was another exercise for Tarantino to use as many N-words as he can.
Yeah, all right. That's fair.
He was going a little overboard. You know what I mean? And I kind of see like Tarantino. I love his films, but I kind of see him as like, well, Sam Jackson said it was okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I got a free pass.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I see him.
This movie is real good.
It is a good movie. Number 12. This is the first one I haven't heard of. Till. I don't know this one. Till.
Tittle.
Oh, it's about Emmett Till. Okay, I saw a documentary about him, but I haven't seen a dramatized movie of him. Yeah, exactly. He came to the same conclusion. He's like, I'm best friends with Sam Jackson. I got to pass. Exactly.
Yeah.
It is about Emmett Till. Maybe we should watch that, Alice. I'd like to see that. Number 11, Creed 2. Boy, was this good.
I haven't seen either of the Creed movies. I'm behind.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. That's how behind you are.
There you go.
You're so behind, you didn't know there was Creed 3, huh?
Nope.
Creed 2 was really good. It is the best of the 3.
Well.
Number 10 is Descendant. I have not seen Descendant.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. Yeah, and EB brings up a point that Creed 3 had subtitles even in the movie theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an important because the main girl in it is deaf. She started off as like she was starting to go deaf in the first movie, and then by the third one she's fully deaf.
Oh, bummer. So, well, I guess it depends.
Yeah. She was fine with it. I mean, she knew it was going to happen because it was like a degenerative sort of disease.
Yeah.
King Richard, that's a good one. That should have been on the other list. This is honestly like oh shit, we forgot Will Smith could act.
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
Number 8 is Black Klansman. I already talked about how much I like that one. Soul Food, Love and Basketball, Malcolm X, Selma. I have not. That's too new. I haven't seen it. That only came out last year.
Selma, Alabama.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 5 is Amistad. That's a good one.
Oh. Yeah.
There is sort of like the goofy part where they're chanting in the court, but it works even though it's goofy because they sort of like brought attention to how goofy it was. But yeah, it was 2014. Oh God, you're right. I thought that said 2024 because my glasses are dirty. Hold on, clean my glasses.
I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Well, I really can't.
Yeah.
Number 2, Dear White People. Prefer the TV show version. But the movie was good too.
I just didn't bother. I don't know.
It was good. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend the movie as much as I would recommend the. I forgot whether it was Netflix or HBO, but there was a series. It was about she had a radio show called that, Dear White People. And number 1 is The Help. I have mixed feelings about The Help. I have mixed feelings. Why? Because it's kind of like Driving Miss Daisy, you know what I mean? Where it's like we've solved racism, you know?
Privileged white people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like look at us. We conquered it, you know?
We did a good thing.
I hate to say this, but I think the Forbes list was better. I might not agree with their number 1 pick.
Just rearrange things a little bit.
Yeah, but there were a lot of movies, even within the time period that I felt should have been on the other list, especially since it wasn't ranked. So out of 25, I'm gonna say 21.
20.
We were very close there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving onwards, Bort gave us the 10 craziest patches and updates to video games by a YouTuber named Odd Header.
Odd Header, all right.
Never heard of him, but here's his list of the 10 crazy patches. Sometimes they do a patch and it does some weird shit. Number 1, for Stellar Blade, which I've never played this. I think, isn't this a mobile game? It says it was a day one update that removed graffiti in Zion that accidentally spelled a racial slur.
Whoops.
Oof.
Well, they got rid of it.
Yeah, the fact that it was there, it's like, dude, didn't you see it? Number 2 is the Sims 4 2022 update. Added Ask to be Boyfriend-Girlfriend feature. Bug to target family members. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, they had to patch out the incest.
Yeesh.
Number 3, Dead by Daylight's 2020 Silent Hill DLC. Assgate. Players notice Pyramid Head's thick model under his robe. Devs denied nerfing it, but adjusted his apron. They took away his ass.
They took away his ass.
It sounds like a Lifetime movie. They took my ass.
Got my anus.
Number 4 is Horizon Forbidden West, also known as the Forbidden Breast patch. Photo mode revealed ultra-detailed anatomy on Aloy's armor. Sony copyright claimed those videos, pointing it out, and then patched it out. That's kind of a dirty move, copywriting videos showing that your titties are very detailed because you're going to patch it out.
Yeah, that's dirty pool.
Yeah, I mean, people, like Pyramid Head having a big juicy ass is sort of like why is the Mothman statue caked up? Like, why do people do these things? Who knows? Maybe that's why monster fuckers are a thing now.
What?
Oh, you haven't heard of monster fuckers?
No, I haven't.
It's like people, usually ladies, but not always, who are very attracted to things like werewolves and demons, sometimes Bigfoot.
They're all
or whatever.
buff and cut. And shit.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Exactly. They have a phrase that they like to say, "Hear me out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now hear me out.
Exactly. EB said that Jesse sounds terrified to learn about monster fuckers, and he should be.
Just the internet being weird again.
The internet being the internet.
Yeah, like your freak flag.
Exactly. Here on Cock Talk with Diedrich Bader, we don't kink shame, but occasionally kink ask why. Hey now. Number 5, Portal 2's 2018 update. 7 years post-launch, Valve added a hidden pirate language option. So, like, in the menu, quit would return into, like, abandoned ship.
That's fun.
That is fun. Number 6 is Assassin's Creed 2 Remaster. A background character in a cutscene had a horrifying glitched face. Ubisoft patched him out, calling it a weird NPC face fix. Okay, so it might be the most Ubisoft thing ever to find out, hey, there's an NPC in the background of a cutscene has a weird fucking glitched face. Do they fix it? No, they just take him out of the game.
Just remove the whole thing.
It's like the most Ubisoft thing I've ever heard. Number 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the remake version. Islamic text was found in a bathroom picture frames considered disrespectful. Took 3 years for players to notice. Activision apologized and removed the map temporarily.
Huh. Wonder why it was included at all.
That seems strange, but okay.
Yeah.
Number 8, The Quiet Man. Soundless to soundful. Launched with no audio to mirror the deaf protagonist. A week later, a patch was added that gives you sound after you beat the game.
Stupid game. I've seen somebody play through it. Stupid idea. Stupid.
Well, why is it stupid? I don't know much about this game.
It's, well, also the game doesn't play very well, but you play as the Quiet Man.
Yeah.
You are completely deaf, and people are talking to you. They're doing hand signals that don't make sense, and you're supposed to somehow pick up on it, but you can't hear anything.
It sounds.
And you're supposed to, no subtitles, nothing.
I feel like maybe if your vision was better, you might appreciate it. But
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Well, like I said, I don't know much about the game. It doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
It is. It is. I am vehemently against it.
Okay. I mean,
how dare you?
Now, see, EB says it's half FMV, and that's a bigger turnoff to me than it having no sound.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Sports Story. A secret dev room out-of-bounds glitch revealed a hidden office where devs lamented crunch and feature creep. Patched to replace dialogue with "We're so happy." The fixed version sounds like a dystopian corporate parody. Honestly, yeah, dude, what?
Wait, so what was patched out?
Okay, so there's a dev room, which a lot of games have.
Right.
And they were all bitching about, oh man, we have to work so hard, you're crunching us, and they're always telling us add this feature, add that feature. And then they patched it to where they're all going, we're so happy. Like they got lobotomized.
Shiny happy people holding
Yes, they lobotomized the dev. By the way, I've been playing the Final Fantasy IV remake, the Pixel remaster. Yeah. And I went to where the dev room is, and all it had was, you couldn't get in there. There's a sign and it says 1992 dev room, and then in parentheses abandoned.
Aww.
And number 10 is Mass Effect Andromeda, patched to be more gay. Fans criticized limited gay romance options for male protagonists. BioWare patched in gender fluid romance with Jal.
Make it more gay.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Out of 10, most of these weren't all that crazy, to be honest. I was expecting crazy wild patches. Most of these were not. I mean, there were a few. Askate, the dev room thing, Okay, the incest patch, that was pretty fucked. Okay, maybe there were more crazy ones than I thought. I'll give it a 6.
I give it a 7.
Okay. Let's see what's next here. Board, give us the top 10 duo characters in fighting games by YouTuber My Top 10 List.
Duo characters? So you play as two people?
Yeah, either they're two people, or sometimes they're what's known as a puppet character, where it's like like Therator from Mortal Kombat, for example.
Okay.
Or Atrocitus in Injustice having that cat, Dexter, that kind of thing. Let's see what's on here.
Okay.
Well, that's number 10, Atrocitus and Dexter and Injustice 2. I mean, Dexter was his trait. Every character in Injustice has a trait. You press the trait button and something happens. It's character specific. In this case, the cat, Dexter, comes down, and as you're doing your punches and kicks, the cat is like shooting lasers.
Pew, pew.
It's pretty useful. I didn't play a lot of Atrocitus. I didn't like the way he played, but I liked the character. I just didn't like the play he played. Number 9 is Squiggly and Leviathan in Skullgirls. Most of the characters in Skullgirls are duo characters, so why are we singling out Squiggly?
Maybe they think this is the best one?
I guess so, right? Number 8 is Zwei and Ein from Soul Calibur 5, which I did not play.
Me neither.
Yeah, the most recent Soul Calibur that I played was 4.
Same.
Number 7 is Galford and Poppy in Samurai Showdown. Because the dog would follow him around, and certain motions would make the dog go, like, either rush into the enemy or grab them for you or something,
Oh, neat. That's cool.
EB... Well, I see, you rarely see Cecil in Darkstalkers, but that is a good one. Huitzel is like one of my favorite characters. I don't think it's going to be on here, because I feel like most people don't know about Cecil. Number 6 is Echo and Kazu from Arcana Heart. I've not played Arcana Heart. I don't know these characters.
I have no idea.
Number 5 is Armika and Nadeshiko in Street Fighter 5. So, I don't know if you know Armika. She was in like Street Fighter Alpha 3. She's like a pro wrestler. And they added her to...
she's like real big?
She's thick.
Yeah, like tall, large character.
Yeah, well... She's got a juicy butt too, so we can't ignore that. That's what she's known for. No matter what body part you're into, Street Fighter has a character for you to jerk off to. That's what it seems.
Okay.
You name the body part, they got it. They But anyway, they added a tag team mechanic in Street Fighter V that her tag partner comes in for some of the moves, which is really fun. And yes, her level 3 super involves your opponent being smushed by the two butts coming together.
Okay.
Yeah, number 4 is Farah and Tor from Mortal Kombat 10.
There you go.
Yeah. Number 3 is Hisui and Kohaku from Melty Blood. I've seen footage of Melty Blood, but that's about as far as it goes.
Blood.
Yeah, Melty Blood. Number 2, the Ice Climbers from Super Smash Brothers.
Popo and Nana.
Hadn't thought of that. That should have been obvious. And number 1 is Abba and Paracelsus in Guilty Gear.
Abba and Kadabra.
I would have chosen Bedman, but okay. Abba and Paracelsus.
Paracelsus.
Yeah, Abra and Kadabra, Pokemon. 8 out of 10 is where I'm at.
I'll just go with you because you know more about these kind of games than I do.
Okay. Here's another one from board. 10 of the most annoying console features by a YouTuber that we know named Triple Jump.
Oh, they're closing their doors.
Who's closing the doors? What?
Triple Jump is ending for reasons I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's a shame. I like their videos. It is. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so my thought of an annoying console feature would be like the the Xbox Kinect. You know,
that's what I went to.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we have here. Controller ports and multi-tap. Early consoles like PlayStation 1 and you're calling PlayStation 1 an early console, you need to get slapped.
Ruh-roh.
And 3DO force players to daisy chain controllers or buy extra adapters just to play multiplayer. Well,
it's weird when you have to plug one controller into another controller.
I mean, that is the way the 3DO worked. The PlayStation did have 2 ports, and most games were only 2 players. So,
yeah.
Wii Connect 24's glow, the Wii standby mode, made its disc tray emit an eerie blue light while overheating the console while turned off. I would tell you one time, I was sleeping, and my Wii started fucking glowing. And like really bright, and it woke me up. I don't sleep that well, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck is that blue light? And it was the Wii, and it was blinking, and I was like, what is going on here? It freaked me out, and somebody told me it was like a pending update thing, but boy, did it... Yeah. It didn't need to do that at 2 a.m.
Or the Wii Shop channel has new games.
Yeah. The DualShock 4 light bar. PS4's controller light serve no purpose beyond reflecting glare on screens and occasionally triggering seizures.
Really? Yeah. Damn, seizures.
Yeah. Memory cards. Remember memory cards? The bad old days. Yeah. That was annoying. That was annoying.
It was like that bad.
Well, you used to be able to just save a game. Okay, some games had passwords, but you used to be able to just save a game, and then they're like, no, you got to buy the memory card now if you want to save your game. And we thought, oh, this is the new normal. Thankfully, we're out of that now. You know,
yes.
Babe, wake up! The Wii has to update. Like, no. It only did it once too. So, rechargeable batteries in controllers. I mean, don't use wired controllers then. What do you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like,
yeah.
What's the big deal?
Controller speakers. Both the Wii and the PS4 did this, and it always freaked me out because I didn't expect it to happen. And suddenly the Wiimote's chirping at you for whatever reason.
It didn't really freak me out. I just thought it useless. Like, okay,
yeah,
it makes
but it was used so seldomly that when it did happen, you're like, well, where did the controller? Pressure-sensitive buttons. Okay, so there's good version of this and the bad version of it. The good version of this is like the GameCube shoulder buttons. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. They were satisfying.
The PlayStation 2, that was not the way to go. No games used it. There was like 1 or 2 games that used it.
Or the original Street Fighter.
Oh my god, the arcade game where you had to hit the button as hard as you could?
Yes.
Yeah. Paid online. Yeah, I mean, remember when you didn't have to buy if you had the internet and you had the thing and you hooked it up and boom, and then Xbox came and ruined it for us.
Wii Connect 24.
The N64 controller packs. Well, that's basically the memory card all over again, but they're bringing to attention that you have to choose Rumble or memory.
Yeah, and they were a bit bulky, I understood, but that didn't bother me,
The Rumble pack was something that I was excited to try. And, I remember just, let's pop in Star Fox and see what this shit's all about, right? Oh, that's kind of cool. Got over it after a while. I hate Rumble now. I turn it all the way off when it happens.
Oh yeah, I turn it off now. But at the time, like I used it for
was
quite a while. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's sort of like motion controls. It's exciting for like a little while.
Mm-hmm. And then like, okay, let's go back to controllers.
And the last thing is the GameCube handle. Well, the
lunchbox.
It's just sort of there. It doesn't bother you or like that's not annoying. It's just there.
Well, does it like emasculate it or something? Like who cares?
Imagine emasculating a GameCube.
Right?
Yeah, that one's a little...
People call it the purple lunchbox. Like, who gives a shit? Are the games good?
Maybe that's it. Like you're playing your GameCube and some asshole comes around lunchbox, but that's not the handle's not annoying. Your friend's annoying at that point, right? Yeah. 9 out of 10. I don't agree with that last one, but I have no issues with it.
9 out of 10. I'm with you.
Bort sent me a list from BuzzFeed. Oh, BuzzFeed is still a thing, you guys.
Really?
BuzzFeed is still a thing. You remember BuzzFeed? He's
BuzzFeed.
Back. It's back in pug form. I really feel like BuzzFeed is like a big throwback to like 15 years ago, but here we are. 18 time travel films ranked from totally ridiculous to actually believable.
Okay. 18, you said?
18 of them. 18. So I guess we're starting with the most ridiculous one, which is Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah. I have this on DVD. Somebody bought it for me.
You know, I'm just going to say here, I don't think that you're supposed to think about the mechanics of it all that much.
It's not about the hot tub or the time machine. It's about the shenanigans.
The goofiness that happens. Number 17 is called About Time, which I have never even heard of.
I think it's supposed to be like it's about time travel, obviously, but
oh god, I'm reading about
like a romance movie.
You say it's a romance movie, but the way they're phrasing it is this guy stalks this lady throughout time.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it, but I read a premise. I think it's supposed to be romantic, like I'll find you through time, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, they're saying it's creepy. So number 16 is Tenet, which Tenet is not a movie to understand. It's just a movie to experience.
I haven't seen it.
So I will say that it is definitely the worst Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh, dear.
That doesn't mean it's a bad movie because he makes really good movies. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely his, this one's sort of in the... It's not S tier or A tier. It's in the B tier. It's the lowest of the highest, It is pretty out there, nonsensical bullshit. But I think that's kind of the point.
Oh, okay.
Number 15 is The Time Traveler's Wife. I have not seen the movie. I have not read the book. I do not care.
I think I know what it's about.
Yeah.
I think it's about someone's wife.
and her husband's a time traveler. Number 14 is Avengers Endgame, which this is just fun. I mean...
Yeah,
I remember we were all thinking, like, how the fuck, right? After seeing Infinity War, and then you're like, well, probably time travel, and that's exactly what they did. Except, of course, for those people that were absolutely sure that Ant-Man was going to, go inside of Thanos' butthole and do something. Which, I mean, I feel like, because the Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2 already sort of, like, took that off the table, because there was that part in the very beginning, they're fighting some space monster, and Drax is trying to stab it, and he says, I'm going to have to let that monster eat me. I'm going to have to go inside it. And like, why? Because the hide is too thick. I'll have to get it from the inside. That doesn't make sense. Wouldn't the hide be just as thick on the inside as it was on the outside? Yeah, AB brings up a good point, is that the movie theater release of Tenet had very poor sound. And it was, and he said that it was intentional.
Oh, why?
But if you can't understand what the fuck they're saying, that you know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. Yeah, the Thanos thing. Poor Josh Brolin having to answer questions like that. Like, Paul Rudd thinks it's funny, but Josh Brolin's probably like, I am a serious actor. Leave me alone. You know what I mean?
You played a giant purple man.
Yeah. Number 13 is The Butterfly Effect. Hot take, I like this movie.
It's pretty good.
Hate the director's cut. Don't watch the director's cut. That was stupid.
I actually haven't. I've only seen the regular one.
So the director's cut makes it some sort of like old fortune teller lady cursed him. You know, like
they
like,
explain it. Oh,
yeah, you know, like the shit that they cut out of Groundhog Day.
Oh, I'm glad they did.
And the way that he ends it is that he goes back in time to the womb and like strangles himself with his mother's umbilical cord.
Fucking weird.
Like, I'm sorry, the theatrical cut ending was better. It was bittersweet. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
You've only seen the oh my god. No, you gotta see the theatrical cut. It's so much better. X-Men Days of Future Past is on here. Really like this one. Really like this one. Yeah. No, I understand why they changed it to Wolverine going back in time, because he's sort of like the main character, but you know.
Yeah, everybody wants to see that anyway.
Number 11 is Source Code. I don't know this one. I don't
Me
know
neither.
Source Code.
Heard of it.
Number 10 is Donnie Darko, which is I will say I respect the movie, but I don't like it.
I haven't seen it, but I have seen that bunny thing.
That's part of the reason that I don't like it.
Why?
Because I don't like people in animal costumes. It creeps me out, and this one was creepy on purpose. Most times people
put on... seen The Shining?
Yes, I didn't like The Shining. You know that.
I do.
Hold on now. Number 9 is Looper, and this is funny because they're supposed to be ranking them by how plausible it is, and Looper is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna somehow kill my future self. What?
The most plausible thing is that it made us realize that, God, what was the main actor's name? He's like one of those 3 named fuckers.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes. I was about to say that kid from Boy Meets World. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does actually look like a very young Bruce Willis, and we never realized it until we saw Looper.
Yeah, more like Pooper.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Number 8 is Edge of Tomorrow, which I didn't see.
Great name for a movie, though.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow.
It sounds like a Simpsons spoof of what a Tom Cruise movie is.
Yes.
Number 7, The Terminator. Well, yes.
Yeah, we are getting more plausible, sort of.
Yeah. What I didn't understand, so they say he can't bring back weapons, right?
Right.
Because they're not alive. But he's a robot, right? So he's encased in human flesh, though. That's how they get past that, right?
Right.
So I'm just saying it wouldn't bother him to have a gun up his ass because he's a robot, right? I'm just saying. They should have thought of that.
You know, you make a good point. But at the same time, he could just find a gun in like 3 seconds.
Well, of course, which is what always happens, you know. But I think it's because it would have been a ridiculous scene where he just pulls a gun out of his ass, like, freeze, asshole. Number 6 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This was not plausible time travel. People were just dazzled by the fact that it was all set up well, but the thing that they used for time travel was ridiculous.
The time turner. Yeah,
they spin this thing, and every time you spin it, it's like an hour, right? Like get out of here with that shit. Number 5, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I mean, it's the same fucking thing, right?
Yeah, just
it's
more robots.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them come back, right? But it's not like it's a different type of time travel. Plus, I like the first one more, but that's me.
Really interesting.
Yeah, no, I've always liked the first Terminator the best.
Okay.
Number 4 is Groundhog Day. Do we count this as time travel?
I know that's the complex thing, isn't it?
I guess it is because he remembers everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's reset to 0. Somebody said, I saw this in a joke, they should announce Groundhog Day 2 and then just release the original movie. But yeah, I really like Groundhog Day, though.
So what you do is you announce it as the sequel to Groundhog Day. You don't say 2.
Well,
the sequel to Groundhog Day.
Whatever. Number 3 is 12 Monkeys, which I only recently saw this, and I liked it.
More Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt is in it.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Back to the Future. Gotta love Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah. It's a near perfect movie, I'd say.
Number 1, definitely my favorite film with time travel in it. The only realistic depiction of time travel. And one of my favorite films of all time, Interstellar.
Oh, I haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, it's so good. There's
time travel in it, eh?
It's realistic. It's about relativity and how when you get close to a black hole, time goes differently.
Oh yeah. It all
yes, exactly. So because they spend so much time around a black hole, at the end of the film, the guy's daughter is way older than he is.
Oh, sad.
It is. It's very sad. You will definitely cry. But what a great, one of my favorite films of all time.
Wow. All right.
So BuzzFeed, you kind of did a thing.
Yeah. Some good picks.
I made a joke about BuzzFeed's still a thing, and then I realized, well, this is from 4 years ago. Out of 18, you know what? The number that's coming to me here is 16. I sound like a fortune teller, but
I'll say 15.
There you go.
5.
Okay, now apparently, according to Board at least, there is a YouTuber out there by the name of Metroidvania Guru, which is very, very specific, and they have a list of the 10 hardest Metroidvanias.
Oh, shit. All right.
There are different...
Can you think of any particularly difficult ones? Hollow Knight, perhaps?
There are different types of difficulty, you know?
Okay.
Like, for example...
Don't think too hard about it.
I'm not thinking too hard. For example, there is no way that anybody will get through La Mulana without a guide, and the shitty thing is there aren't really good guides for that game. But it's still it's a cool fucking game, but it's, boy, is it obtuse. Yeah, La Mulana is the first thing I think of. But for actual like gameplay just being very difficult, I mean, I do think of like the more Dark Souls-y side of it, like The Last Faith, for example, but let's see what's on here.
Oh, okay.
And let me bring up Steam so I can start wishlisting some things. So number 10 is the original Metroid. I mean, you or I could probably get through it in no problem, but they bring up a good point. It doesn't have a map. A lot of the areas look the same. The enemy damage can be kind of random. Sometimes enemies go through the room transitions, and you can't avoid that. Bomb jumping is way harder than it is now.
Respawning is very unforgiving. You
always start with exactly 30 health.
Yeah.
Could be rough. You don't even start the game with full health.
Nope.
Number 9 is Soldiers, which I have that on my wish list. I haven't played it, though. Soldiers. Apparently they've toned it down, but the launch version was a nightmare.
Ooh.
Number 8 is something I've never heard of called An Untitled Story.
That is a title.
Right? All right, let me look this up. Let me see what this looks like.
Yeah, what it's like.
An Untitled Story. Well, whatever it is, it's not on Steam. Let me Google it.
Maybe it's on GOG.
I mean, it could be a console game.
Maybe.
Oh, it's like just a free PC game that you can just download.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
I like free.
Free is the best price. I'll have to pick that up and see what it's like then, right?
Yeah.
Number 7 is Environmental Station Alpha. This was a tough game in two different sort of ways. One, in that some of the boss fights can be pretty rough, and the other is that it was very Metroid-y, sort of, where the fuck do I go now sort of thing, you know?
I hate that part of the game.
I saw that, EB. Yeah, I actually voted for it in the poll for Breath of Fire 4 is now available on GOG.
Hey.
Number 6 is Salt and Sanctuary. So I played this. I've played this, and it was interesting because, you know, Wayne was in the chat. He got me the game, and he had played through it. And it was interesting because the parts that Wayne found to be very difficult, I did not find to be difficult, and then there were parts that I found to be difficult that Wayne did not find to be difficult. So
interesting.
It was sort of like an inversion. Like there was this one boss that I had a lot of problems with. It took me way too long to beat, and Wayne didn't have that problem. And then there was another one where I lose the first round, and Wayne says, "Yeah, this is like one of the hardest bosses." And the second one, I just went and wiped him the fuck out. You know.
So this was an inversion, not a subversion.
Yeah, I thought of EG as well. Yeah, So it's a tough game. It's based on Dark Souls. It's not easy. Last boss is a bear, you know. So absolutely. Yeah. Number 5 is 9 Souls, which is on my list to play, but I don't have it.
9 Souls, all 9 of them.
Yeah. Number 4 is Grime, which is also I haven't gotten to Grime.
I like how you said that.
Grime. Yeah, you gotta say it. Grime. Number 3 is Rabby Ribby.
Rabby Ribby.
Rabby Ribby. I gotta look this up. Let's see.
Is it frog related? Rabby Ribby.
Looks like a bunch of anime girls to me.
Oh boy. Jiggle physics, Metroidvania.
No, they're like little chibi sprites.
Oh, okay.
It's cutesy. Oh, it's like a bullet hell type of thing going on there.
Bullet hell, Metroidvania. What?
Yeah. I'll add it to my wish list. I don't know if I like
this anymore.
Number 2 is Eterna Noctis. No, this wasn't difficult. This was bullshit.
What do you mean by that?
I hopped off of this one. I first of all, the writing in this is so bad that the story, it's so melodramatic, and I was just like, I think Tanya wrote this, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? This is Chronicles of a Dark Lord, right?
Oh, I would eat this up.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. I'll tell you why. So the only movement option is the analog stick, which I never like a 2D game forcing me to use the analog stick. There have been a few games where it has worked. Metroid Dread made it work.
Yes.
Because Metroid Dread was not about platforming.
No, of course not. Cookie
Cutter more or less made it work.
What a wild game that was.
It really was. But Eterna Noctis starts off, okay, it's very goofy. It's sort of like a Tanya game. The guy is basically Magisly. And I'm just like, this is goofy, but I don't like having to walk around with the analog stick, but it wasn't very platformy. It's very combat-based, so it wasn't bothering me. Until about a third into the game, it decided that it wanted to be Celeste.
Oh, no.
Now,
so you got like a dash jump or something?
Oh, you get that right away, but it decided that you needed to do traversal puzzles with spikes and instant death, and in a game that has been 80% combat up till that point.
It turned into a Meat Boy of sorts.
Magisly is my other car. So the fact that the controls are what they are and that it's very slippery and hard to control, I just said this is BS, because why did this game become like this all of a sudden? They were doing fine when it was just about killing things. And number 1 is La Mulana. Yeah, you will never figure it out without a guide, and the guides out there kind of suck. They kind of suck.
Well, one day somebody will write a good guide for it.
I will say, I mean, it's a love letter to sort of the adventure games of the MSX, you know, and I will say the boss battles are all really fun, but figuring out how to get to the boss battles is ridiculous.
Ugh.
I can't argue with this. There's a bunch I haven't played. So
same here.
I'm surprised that, you know, like I said, the last Faith didn't make the list, but
and hey, we got a free recommendation. That's
yes, absolutely. The free price of free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're never going to make a good La Mulana guide because it's such an old game now. Out of 10, I'm going to just sort of take this guy's word for it and say 8 out of 10.
I will also give it an 8.
Now, we did put a limit. 2 totally tubular Jonathan lists. So here's our second one. And Totally Tubular Jonathan has decided to rank all of the id Software titles from worst to best.
Oh, geez. How many are we talking here?
Surprisingly, there's only 24. I would have thought there's more than that, but they've only made 24 games. So their worst game is Tiles of the Dragon, which I don't even know what that is. That might be like before they were famous sort of thing.
Yeah, we might get a few of those here at the beginning.
Well, the next one is definitely that. This one I'm familiar with. It's called Dangerous Dave and the Haunted Mansion. Very early.
Dangerous Dave.
Dangerous Dave, yeah.
Is he that dangerous?
Fuck Dave. All my homies hate Dave. Number 22 is Commander Keen and the Invasion of the Vorticons.
They did Commander Keen, didn't they?
Yes, they did. That was sort of what they were famous for before Wolfenstein. And Commander,
all that blue and cyan.
Yeah, well, the computers of the day. That's what it looked like, right? But oh no, Avalon Lee Produce, right? what was I going to say about? Commander Keen. It was a really interesting story because it started off as Super Mario Brothers 3.
What?
What's his fucking nuts? John, not
Romero?
No, the other one, John Carmack. He figured out how to on PCs of the day do smooth scrolling. Because they were all really into Mario 3, and they thought it would be cool to play a game like this on a PC, and like, it's impossible. PCs can't do smooth scrolling. He figured it out. He was a technical whiz kid. So they made Super Mario Brothers 3, and then they sent it to Nintendo like, yo, let's get your game on PC, my bro, you know? And Nintendo's response was a very polite, that's so cool, but no. We're not interested.
I thought it would have been a more vehement no.
They were very cool about it. It was in the book, The Book Masters of Doom. They said, no, it's very, very impressive, very cool. We're not interested. So they were like, let's just make a game from that engine, and that's where Commander Keen came from. Number 21 is Rescue Rover, another very early game. Number 20, Commander Keen in Keen Dreams. That's the first one.
Oh, okay.
Number 19 is Rescue Rover 2.
I have not played the Rescue Rover games.
Yeah, it's sort of like Moogle says, sort of like Adventures of Lolo. Sort of like that.
I like those.
Yeah. Amethyst was playing this weird like indie title, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is just Adventures of Lolo, and she's like, I don't know that game, you know. And I was like, well, if you saw it, you'd say, yeah, that's it. You know, it's the same thing. It had all the same mechanics, all the same enemies, but they were all robots instead, you know.
Oh, okay.
Number 18 is Shadow Knights. We're still going through mostly the early stuff here. Number 17 is Commander Keen in Goodbye Galaxy.
I think that's the one I had on my Windows machine back in the day. I think so. I had only one of them.
Number 16 is Hover Tank 3D. Ooh. And number 15 is their other early 3D title, Catacomb 3D. Number 14 is Commander Keen and Aliens Ate My Babysitter. Amazing title, though. Now, all the rest of these are the very... like. Now we're getting into like what we're more familiar with. Well, for the most part. Number 13 is Quake Champions, which,
Bad?
Well, not bad. It's in the middle of the list, but by Quake standards, yeah.
Okay.
Number 12 is Orcs and Elves. I forgot that game existed.
Yeah, I know of it now, though.
Number 11 is Wolfenstein 3D. Now we're in the point where they're all good, you know.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I don't see on the list is Spear of Destiny, and I wonder if I wonder if maybe some people considered it to be an expansion. It's not, because you don't need the original to play it. Number 10 is Rage. You know, I liked Rage, but I never finished it because it just sort of was the same thing over and over again.
Oh, okay.
Like, I like the idea of the open world FPS where it's like, hey, it's like Doom, but also like Fallout in a weird sort of way. But yeah. Well, you know, the reason you say that, Moogle, that it sounds like a precursor to Warcraft, Orcs and Elves, is because the original Warcraft was called Warcraft Orcs and Humans, or Orcs versus Humans. Number 9 is Doom 3. It's a fine game, but it's not Doom.
It's not Doom.
It doesn't feel like Doom. It feels like it's leaning too much on the horror aspect of it instead of the action aspect of it. Number 8 is Rage 2, which I have not played, although I heard it is an improvement.
Okay, that's good.
Number 7 is the original Quake, which is interesting because out of all the Quake games, the original is my favorite. Number 6 is Doom.
The OG.
Yep, the original Doom, 1993 Doom. Number 5 is Quake 3 Arena, which I don't fuck with the multiplayer-only stuff, so I didn't play it. Yeah. Number 4 is Doom, as in the 2016 game.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Doom the Dark Ages, which just came out.
Very recent.
Yeah. Number 2 is Doom Eternal.
The sequel to the 2016.
Yep. The one in between Doom and Doom the Dark Ages. And number 1 is Doom 2. Why is Doom 2 specific? See, I like the original Doom more than Doom 2, but I gotta be honest.
They didn't put 64 on here.
Yes, where's Doom 64? Well, they did. Did they make it? Yeah, they made it. They made Doom 64.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I gotta be honest. I would put Doom 2016 at number 1.
Ooh.
That's what I would put there, yeah. Not that I didn't love Doom Eternal, I just preferred the first one a little bit more. Just a little bit. Do you have
the Dark Ages?
There is no way my computer's going to run that shit. I looked at the requirements and I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before.
Look at those numbers.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Okay, out of 24... Okay, there were a few things that were missing here. Now, he mentioned that he's not including any mobile games or VR games, but yeah, Doom 64, Spear of Destiny, missing, just saying. But I don't disagree with the majority of the way that it's ordered. I would give it... I'm agreeing with Almighty Santa. It's an 18 out of 24 is what it is.
I'm thinking a 20 out of 24. Sounds about right to me.
Okay,
I mean, you played more of them than I have, but just from what I know.
Yeah. Here's something that Alice sent us from a website called Kerrang. I've heard of Kerrang.
Kerrang!
Yeah, Kerrang. It's that guy that tells Shredder what to do. Nobody likes anchovies. Missing Links, 12 rock and metal albums that never were.
Oh.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Surprisingly, no Smile, probably because it's Kerrang and they like the harder, heavier sort of thing on here. All right, Green Day is the first one. They had an album called Cigarettes and Valentines. It was completely finished, and then it turned up missing.
Yeah, somebody stole all the master tapes, I
think.
And
supposedly, it's never leaked out. Just some demos and stuff, and we got American Idiot out of the deal, so it turned out all right.
I guess.
Yeah. The Deftones apparently almost had an album called Eros. What happened to it? Let's see. They just never finished it.
Oh, well, they must have some songs or something.
The bassist was in a really bad car accident, and he went into a coma, and then he died. So they just decided that they weren't going to finish that album. So that's a pretty good reason not to do it. Lemmy was going to do a solo album, and then he didn't.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Let's see what happened. Why it didn't get finished or whatever. Let's see. Oh, he died. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he passed away?
Yeah, well, I didn't know when the album was being worked on,
true.
you know. Yeah, EB's like, I know what being in a coma is in now. Yeah, EB was in a coma.
Oh, my God.
I know a few people who have been in comas. Let's just put it that way. Slipknot was going to do an album called Look Outside Your Window, and then they didn't. Let's see. Apparently, it was a whole bunch of material that never just made it to an album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put it on some best of or something.
Yeah. Misfits. We're going to do something called 12 Hits from Hell. Which sounds like a compilation, right?
Yeah, which they could easily do.
Let's see. Apparently, it was not a compilation, but apparently it sucked, and the record label told them that it sucked.
Must have been newer Misfits.
Yeah. Tapeworm, we're going to do some sort of project with 9 Inch Nails, apparently.
Oh.
Huh. So apparently, it says it evolved into some sort of idea for a supergroup that was going to also have Maynard James Keenan in it, and then Atticus Ross, who wound up joining 9 Inch Nails, and it just never emerged. Like they never finished anything. So,
do you know about Tapeworm?
No, I'm not. I don't know Tapeworm really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Metallica, the Presidio sessions. So this was like everything that they recorded between Reload and Saint Anger and never released.
Oh, they just buried it?
Yeah. Oh, they just haven't released. They'll probably release this stuff at some point. Judas Priest, we're going to do a collaboration with Stock Aitken Waterman, who I don't know who that is. Apparently, there's some sort of pop hit maker. They write pop songs for people. Like they wrote songs for Rick Astley, for Kylie Minogue, for Bananarama.
Oh my!
And
God.
they were going to write songs for Judas Priest. I think Judas Priest writes their own songs pretty well.
Yeah.
And you know what? They had a bunch of good hits too. You know what I mean?
maybe it was an experiment. Like, let's see if somebody else wrote for us.
So apparently, they signed some sort of thing that says these songs can only be released once they're all dead.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Velvet Revolver. We're going to do some sort of collaboration with Corey Taylor. And, Velvet Revolver broke up, so.
Yeah.
Shirley Manson was going to do a solo album, and that didn't happen.
Oh, no.
Well, I like her, but...
Eh.
It also says that she was going to do some sort of compilation with Rivers Cuomo, which no.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Exactly. The Judas Priest thing will only come out over their dead body. Gojira, we're going to do something called Sea Shepherd, which was going to be an EP. They said it might not be lost, it might just be incredibly late. It might eventually come out. Apparently there's a song that features Devin Townsend and Frederick Thorndral.
We'll release it when it's done.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the Duke Nukem Forever of music. Wait, well, hopefully it's better than Duke Nukem Forever. Korn, we're going to do something called Korn Covers, and yes, they spelled covers with a K. They were going to do a whole... Basically, a lot of bands do this, a whole album of cover songs, but they've mentioned it a few times, but it just still hasn't happened. Okay. Oh, that was the last one. Interesting. I only knew about a few of these, really, so... Yeah.
So very interesting little tidbits.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Green Day one, I knew about that, and the Metallica one, but the rest of these were news to me. 12 out of 12. I got no issues with this.
Yeah, makes sense. 12 out of 12.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. There are games that have taken longer than Duke Nukem Forever to come out, absolutely, but Duke Nukem Forever is the thing that was always just around the corner. There was like, oh, it's going to come out any minute now, and after all this time, it comes out and it ain't even good.
It often had a spotlight on it, so that made it feel longer. It
would always be like, oh, it's 99% done. They would always say that, and it never happened. Okay, we got one from a YouTuber named Top 10 Nerd. It is the weirdest Marvel superhero couples.
Huh.
Let's see. How weird are we going to get?
How weird.
Quicksilver banging his sister, probably.
Did that happen?
In the Ultimate universe, it did.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. The weirdest thing about... Okay, so they're, like, doing it in the fucking courtyard of the Avengers compound. And Wolverine is, like, hiding in the bushes watching them.
Ew, that's double ew.
Oh wait, no, it's triple ew. Because it was implied that
Wolverine was their father. Oh my god!
And then the only one of the Avengers just say, hey, wait, that's wrong, was Captain America, and they all treated him like he was an asshole.
How dare you break up their love?
Like the Wasp was like telling him that he was being a bigot because he didn't approve of incest. Now what's wild is that this version of Captain America was a bigot, but he was right about that.
You can still be right about certain things.
Yeah, you could be wrong about most things and still be right about one thing, right?
Yeah.
I think most people would agree that incest is wrong. I don't think anybody is pro on that, We're like 99.999% con,
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see what's on here. Squirrel Girl and Wolverine. Oh, come on, that was a joke, you guys.
Did it actually happen, though?
No, there's no way. First of all, when they introduced the character of Squirrel Girl, she was only 13 years old.
Huh.
And I know that they've aged her up a little bit since then. They did this joke where they walk into the same room and he's just sort of like Doreen and she's like James, and then they walk, he walks out of the room, and that it's sort of like implied. And then they revealed later that it wasn't a relationship thing. It was like a way goofier, way more Squirrel Girl thing than what you might expect. But then some other writers picked up on it and keep hinting that there's some sort of romance between the teenager and the guy who's like 180, so.
Come on, people.
It's weird, but I don't think it's a thing. Crystal and Quicksilver. I knew Quicksilver was going to make it. Wait, what was weird about Crystal and Quicksilver? Oh, what? Oh, I guess that it made the Human Torch uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Because he was her ex.
Ooh.
Thor and Jane Foster? What's weird about that? I guess, okay, because they're only saying it because they were very on again, off again. Because, because Thor would get, like, some new writer who'd be like, I don't want him to be with Jane, and then, he'd be with Enchantress or Lady Sif or whatever, and then some other writer would come in, no, he has to be with Jane, and so...
No, go back to what's comfortable.
Yeah. Kitty Pryde and Colossus? Okay. So I'm going to say that they're wrong on this one. They bring up the fact that she was young. Because when they introduced these characters, she was 15. And what they're forgetting is that Colossus was only 19. It's not that fucking weird. He's a huge guy, so people forget how young he is. And he wasn't interested for a really, really long time because you're like little sister to me, and they eventually did get back together, but
that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, it's not even illegal. It's like a Romeo and Juliet thing,
Sure. Age her up.
Yeah. Let's see. Iron Man and Gamora. That was a one-night stand. That's not a relationship. She flirted with him at a party. They went off. They banged. And then they show the aftermath where she's just like, I'm going back to the party. And he's laying in bed and just going, ow.
All right, so it's just a one-time thing.
It was a one-time thing. They call it a fling. It's not even a fling. It was a bang, is what it was. It was an interro bang. He interrogated her. She banged him. The Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver in the Ultimate Universe. That's the one that I mentioned. It doesn't really get much fucking weirder than that.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I don't think these are actually ranked though. But okay. So this next one would be weird if it was a thing, but it's not. Wolverine and Mary Jane Watson. So, okay, so I already mentioned how fucking weird the Ultimate version of Wolverine is.
Yeah.
He was also just way, way too into teenage girls.
Dude.
He was continually flirting with Jean Grey, which is a normal thing in the normal Marvel universe where they're both adults. But in this version, she was 15 and he's still like 100 and something, right? It's a little weird. Dude. And she found it creepy because she's normal. But she decided that to punish him for being creepy, that she was going to switch his mind for a day with somebody that he hates, and that wound up being Spider-Man because he doesn't like Spider-Man. And he used that opportunity to perv on teenage girls.
Fuck, man.
So it was a very uncomfortable story. He did kiss Mary Jane. He did try something with her. She said she wasn't ready for that, Peter, and he had to kind of back off. Unfortunately, it made Peter look like a creep.
Who's writing these?
Yeah, well, the Ultimate Universe was written by some people who probably should have their hard drives looked at.
Oh, no.
Wolverine and Lynn's son. What's weird about this? Oh, I guess the result was that because she was like a mafia princess, that Wolverine was kind of in the mafia for a while.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's compared to some of these other things. It's not so bad, right?
I'd say.
Cyclops and Emma Frost, and this only... Okay, so what's interesting is like they have been married for like quite a while, and it doesn't sound that weird, but it did start while he was with Jean Grey, and they were having a psychic sort of... like an affair, He was
psychic cheating?
He was cheating on her in his brain.
Oh.
Or she was meeting with him in, like, the psychic realm or whatever the fuck. And yeah. And then they got together, like, he broke it off because he was with Jean Grey, and she told him, hey, fuck you. But then Jean Grey died, like, again. I don't know how many times that's happened. Right, surprise, surprise, she died again. And then, like, they got together, like, they started making out on her grave, which was just... Dude,
okay, that's a bit much.
So it's like, they're married and they're a happy couple now, but it started off pretty fucking weird. And the last one, I should have brought this up because I have mentioned this on List Critics before, Nightcrawler and Amanda Sefton. So she was this circus performer that he knew. You know, he was in the circus. She was cute. He's, you know, maybe she's a monster fucker, I guess, because she's into Nightcrawler.
Oh, no.
They had a relationship, right?
Oh, okay.
Then it turned out that she was kind of, sort of his sister.
Oh, again?
Yeah, not blood related in this case. Like she was like his adopted sister that he forgot about somehow.
Yeah, but still kind of...
He was weird about it. Let me just put it to you that way. He was weird about it.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Put yourself in that situation. I'd feel weird about it.
Because he made a comment, like, because Kitty Pryde was there, and he first of all was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy, my sister. I'm reunited with my sister," and then he said something like, you know, because Kitty Pryde was like, "Once the kid is out of the room, I'll show you how happy I am."
No.
Which is just like, yeah. Well, yeah, Nightcrawler, yeah, he's celibate now because he's literally a Catholic priest now, which is a choice. Don't know why they did that. There was even a period of time where he was the Pope.
What?
Yeah. Can you imagine the Vatican voting in the guy who literally looks like a demon?
Hey, stranger things have happened.
But yeah. An improvement on most popes, right? But not on Basketball Pope.
Basketball Pope?
I told you about this earlier, the Tom Cardy song, Basketball Pope.
Oh.
The guy who did, have you checked your butthole? Get up out of butthole.
Oh, that song is called Basketball Pope?
No, that's another song that he did. Me and you and Elise had a whole discussion about this like less than an hour ago.
I don't remember anything about any basketball popes. I remember the butthole thing.
Oh my God. Because I mentioned...
no basketball or popes.
Because I mentioned Basketball Pope, and then Elise says, isn't that the guy who did Can I Check Your Butt? Or Have You Checked Your Butthole?
All right.
This was like less than an hour ago.
I guess my brain is Swiss cheese. Let's move on.
I can't eat that cheese. A mouse already had some.
Oh, no.
All right. I got two more. I know it's late, but we got two more. This one was submitted by the Mogul Master. It's from whatculture.com. 10 directors who said no to Star Wars. And the Basketball Pope song, which is hilarious, has just been posted in the Discord for your amusement, Jesse. So you'll have to look at that at some point. It's very funny. So these are directors who were offered to direct... hold on, I gotta take a sip of water.
Is it a Star Wars movie or the original Star Wars?
Star Wars related projects, and they said no.
Okay.
Number 10, Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
He's a Star Trek guy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he wants to direct a Star Trek movie.
Yeah. He says he no longer wants to do that. But he says the time has passed, but he did want to do that for a long time. Oh, it's a thing I have to click to the next one each time. That sucks.
Bleh.
Number 9 is Ridley Scott. Man, he already does enough of his own science fiction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let him cook.
Well, yeah, I liked his earlier stuff.
Let him cook. Well, yeah, he's got some weird ones now, but...
Yeah.
Number 8, David Cronenberg. Can you imagine Cronenberg's Star Wars?
Ooh.
Wait, yeah, he would find a way to put the N-word into Star Wars.
Or even if it was
and by the way, Damien says even about the Basketball Pope says even I remember it, and I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. So see, you've been called out.
Well, look, I have a shitty memory. Okay.
All right. Well, number 8 is David.
I concede.
So wouldn't it be funny? He actually they asked him to do Return of the Jedi. Can you imagine if like they say, hey, could you direct Return of the Jedi, and then he just like makes Dune or something like.
Like, way left field.
I know. Oh, speaking of weird, David Lynch.
Oh, did it say what they asked him to do?
No, I'm reading it. I had no idea.
Man.
Let's see. It just says that George Lucas talked to him and that he turned it down.
Oh
well. It sounds like they wanted him to direct Empire Strikes Back.
Whoa.
That's Jabba the Hutt body horror.
That would have changed the course of the franchise.
And not for the better, I don't think, to be honest.
I don't think so. Yeah, well.
Number 6, Denis Villeneuve. I love this guy's films. Yeah. And he does some of the best sci-fi out there, including the most recent versions of Dune. I can't imagine him doing Star Wars. He takes science fiction way too seriously to do that.
I won't play with that trash.
No, I just think because Star Wars is such a fantastical, goofy thing by its nature. That's what it's supposed to be. It's like these fucking wizards and samurai in space, you know? So, getting the guy who does like Arrival and Dune, and it's not a thing, you know?
Yeah, it's a little more heady and, yeah.
Irvin Kershner is on this list. Irvin Kershner. Yeah. So, he did direct The Empire Strikes Back, so I guess he turned down a later one.
Oh, it did so well. They were like,
they wanted him to do Return of the Jedi, and he said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Oh God, this site is so slow. Number 4 is Brad Bird.
I've heard that name before.
Brad Bird. He did The Iron Giant.
Oh, I like that movie.
And a bunch of other movies. I mean, he did Ratatouille and The Incredibles, but The Iron Giant was the first one I thought of.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
He could have directed one.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it was that he. It was the Force Awakens.
Ooh, the return of the franchise.
Number 3, Ron Howard. I would have liked that. I think he would have made a good Star Wars.
I think it would have been just fine.
Yeah, that would have worked out.
Opie.
That was for actually. Oh, he turned down Phantom Menace. Now I understand. Not that I think it's like the worst thing ever, like some people do, but I can see him turning that down. That's not his style. Let's see. Come on, number 2 is Steven Spielberg. I mean that's like Lucas's BFF there.
But maybe Spielberg was like, I got my own thing going on.
Yeah, yeah. So this was also he was approached to do The Force Awakens.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. As EB points out, he did make Solo. So. But
Fair enough.
But he did turn down one before that.
Yeah.
And number 1, Guillermo del Toro.
Oh man.
I feel like there's a long list of a lot of things that this guy has almost done.
Get him to direct like one of the TV shows. That'd be kind of
that would be fucking cool, wouldn't it? Let's see what they were looking for here. Apparently it's happened a bunch of times.
Oh, shit.
Apparently they've been bugging him to do Star Wars for like a while.
Come on, do Star Wars.
Come on, do it. I'll be your friend. Yeah. The most recent one was they did ask him to do Force Awakens.
Okay.
But yeah, so interesting. I didn't know a lot of this. So there you go. Yeah.
A lot of this. Some of these I knew.
Some of these I knew, but most of them I didn't know. 10 out of 10. I got no issues with giving it a 10.
It's interesting, even the ones I had heard before.
And our final list for this month is also submitted by Moogle. And it's from a website called The Shot.
Oh, take a shot.
Every band that turned down invitations to play at the original Woodstock.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
They all said no to Woodstock. The Rolling Stones said no to Woodstock.
Yeah. My dad told me about
fine with that. It doesn't say why, it just says that they said no, thank you.
Yeah. Maybe they had tour dates or something.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin did not play it. Looks like they were invited, and apparently that they turned it down because they felt they would have just been kind of lost in the crowd there.
Oh yeah. But that was kind of the idea too, that everybody's coming together, right?
Exactly. Joni Mitchell turned it down.
Oh.
Her manager told her to turn it down.
I think things turned out fine for her.
Well, she did write the song Woodstock, so that
is the funny part, though.
The Doors turned it down.
Oh.
They thought it was going to suck. Apparently, they said it was going to be a second-class repeat of the Monterey Pop Festival.
Maybe they were looking ahead to '99.
God, Woodstock night. That was I mean, the '94 was pretty good, but then the Beatles turned it down because they were in the midst of breaking up. So
they had some shit going on, guys.
Speaking of which, John Lennon, separately, along with the Plastic Ono Band, said that apparently they were, at this point, banned from entering the country by Richard Nixon.
Personally? Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Arr.
Also, the Plastic Ono Band with James Taylor and Billy Preston also turned it down. And apparently they were distracted by some other things that were going on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, John Lennon, he actually got deported. So,
Ow.
The Byrds, that kind of would have worked, right?
Yeah.
That's their vibe. They said they had no idea what it was going to be. And they were
big-ass concert.
They were burned out by festivals.
They were burned out.
Yeah. Bob Dylan said it's up for debate. Some people said his son was sick. Some people said he was frustrated with hippies, the showing up at his house. But he never really... real world hippies. Yeah. He never really gave... Well, I mean, if they're showing up at your house and bothering you, I can understand being kind of tired of the whole scene. He never really gave the reason. That's just people, kind of guessing.
Maybe it just soured on him.
Yeah.
Like the whole scene and everything.
Jeff Beck and his band, they were in the midst of breaking up at the moment, so...
Yeah, my dad really liked them.
Yeah. Chicago. They actually said yes. And then they changed their mind because... well, they had to. Their manager sort of, fucked them over by scheduling a different tour.
Yes, actually, no.
Yeah. And then Chicago again. Yeah. I don't know why they're on here twice.
Same thing?
So the manager screwed them over a second time. Because he also managed Santana, and Santana got that spot. Yeah. Why, I don't know why they say Chicano, but I'm a big fan,
Not very smooth of them.
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen turned it down. Well, the band that he was in, which was at the time Steel Mill, they were invited, but they were already booked to do something else.
We got another gig.
Yeah. It's a Beautiful Day, also known as the San Francisco Band. They were invited. And the same manager that screwed over Chicago twice, Bill Graham. This guy's a menace. He wanted Santana to be there, and yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Jethro Tull, I feel like Woodstock is not their vibe.
No, you don't think so?
No, and it's correct what I'm thinking, because apparently they just didn't like hippies.
Yeah.
And
my mom was...
listen to this. Ian Anderson was worried about there being drinking and inappropriate nudity.
Oh, no.
They were definitely both of those things.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness.
The Moody Blues. Once again, I feel like Woodstock's so not their vibe. But apparently they were playing in France, and they had to back out of the Woodstock thing. Simon and Garfunkel were too busy working on their new album.
Fair enough. That happens.
Which, by the way, that was Bridge Over Troubled Water, so I think they made the right choice.
Uh-huh.
Frank Zappa... he said the most Frank Zappa thing. He's like, no, there's going to be a lot of mud. That's like the most Frank... He would have hated it, so... Procol Harum turned it down.
Let's see why.
They were tired from a long tour.
We're tired.
Yeah. And the guitarist's wife was about to have a baby.
Oh, shit.
So
well, yeah.
Two good reasons. The Guess Who... apparently they have been going around for years and years saying that they turned down Woodstock, but apparently they weren't actually invited.
Oh, come on, guys.
That's so lame.
Don't be lame.
That's like Hulk Hogan going, I was almost in Metallica.
Oh, yeah, he's told that story many different ways too.
Yeah, and they're just like, dude, we never met him. I mean, like, band called Poco. I don't know Poco. But, yeah, Poco's manager turned it down on their behalf because he said they were going to get to play a bigger gig, which turned out to be in a school gym. So
Womp,
I think that might be why we've never heard of Poco. Ezra Mohawk was going to play there, but she
Cool
never.
name.
Yeah, she never made it. She got lost driving there. Yeah,
Damn.
her driver didn't know how to get to Woodstock. I would think that you'd see the caravan of 4 million people walking there and follow that, but
Practice. That's how you get there.
Poco was Buffalo Springfield under a different name, apparently.
Oh, shit. Well,
Yes,
okay.
and EB, you are correct. Hulk Hogan was playing bass at the time, but Metallica say they never even met him. So, and then Ezra Mohawk again, apparently.
Oh.
Apparently, she did get there very, very late, and then they kind of just like she got to play like part of a song, and then all the lights in the stage went out.
Aw, man.
Yeah. Blues Image is a band that I haven't thought about for a long time.
Okay.
And they said that their manager told them not to go because there's only one road that's leading in and it's going to be raining and you don't want to do it.
So it's going to be a shitty time.
Yeah. Speaking of shitty times, Eric Clapton.
Oh, boy.
That would have been a shitty time, but yeah, he said that he wanted to, but the rest of his band were not interested. The Rascals. Let's see. What's the deal with the Rascals? They were working on recording their new album.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, Lighthouse. They're from up in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they felt that it was going to be a bad scene, whatever that means.
Maybe like
Too much
drugs.
drinking and nudity?
And alcohol.
Yeah. Tommy James and the Shondells.
The Shondells.
Yeah. So apparently the invitation was relayed to them by a secretary who said it in the worst possible way. There's this pig farmer in upstate New York that wants you to play in his field.
What a way to put it.
So of course they said no to that. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, like, are there going to be people there, or are we playing for the pigs?
Oh, hey there, Killing. You saw the tag banana, and now you're wondering why. Because, why not? I've been in this mode where I just think the word banana is the funniest thing ever.
Banana.
Hop on my banana, baby.
Banana.
I gotta send you the new rock and roll version of the banana song that I made, Jesse. Remind me after this. And then Tommy James and the Shondells again.
Oh boy.
So apparently, oh no, that's just a continuation. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, they've been kicking themselves though. Mind Garage, I never heard of. That's the best answer you can think of. There you go. I just think it's funny. Notice it also says potassium there. Yeah. Mind Garage, they thought it was a minor event. They didn't know that it was a big thing.
Just another stop off.
Here's another band. There's a lot of bands in here that I haven't thought of in a really long time. Strawberry Alarm Clock is certainly one of them. They also, same reason, they thought it wasn't going to be a big deal.
They did incense and peppermints, right?
Yep.
That was that.
That was so, Woodstock would have been so their vibe.
Yep.
Raven was going to be there, and apparently they had been to some festivals in the Woodstock area previously, and they didn't think it went well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zager and Evans were invited, and let's see. One of them got hurt. Drunk driver hit his car, and his whole arm was all fucked up. That's a good reason not to do it, right?
Uh-huh.
Spirit were going to be there, but they had other shows booked. Yeah. They were invited in the year 2525. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Arthur Lee and Love were invited, but they were having personnel issues at the time. Let's see. Roy Rogers was invited. What?
Oh, okay.
Well, what was he going to lasso the people?
Maybe.
They wanted him to come and end the show with Happy Trails, and he said no.
Happy Trails.
That's so not the vibe, though, right? Oh my god.
You know who showed up at Woodstock? The people who needed to.
Jimi Hendrix was there, right?
Yeah.
Joe Cocker was there, right? Cocker. Cocker, I barely know her. Okay, guys, well, that's the last list that we're doing. How many of these were there? Did it say? No, it just said, enough. It was every band. It didn't say how many. Janis Joplin was there, exactly. Crosby, Stills, and Nash were there. Out of none. Out of... Do a letter grade. B+. It was interesting.
Give it an A.
I heard the names of bands that I haven't thought of in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Thank you for everybody for coming by. Thank you for sending me lists. They were a lot of fun. There were some lists that I didn't get to because I was like, oh, shoot, we got to do the ones that were submitted by viewers. So we're going to go over the stream schedule, and then we're gonna do a raid. So let's don't go anywhere just yet, guys. Please stick around through the raid. Tomorrow, during the afternoon, I will be live playing... Not Tunic. What the fuck? We finished Tunic. Let me get rid of that. Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster for Steam. So that's tomorrow afternoon. Saturday night, we'll be playing more of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch. Sunday night, more of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night for Steam. Monday afternoon... Thank you for the follow, by the way. Ultra Street Fighter 4 for the... I almost said PlayStation 3. No, we're not doing that. It's not on PlayStation 3. We're playing that on Steam. Tuesday afternoon. I don't have the thing set up. I know it says Fazanadu. We finished Fazanadu. Forget Fazanadu. We're done with that. We are going to be playing a new game called Mind Seas. So that's Tuesday night. Wednesday afternoon. Once again, ignore that it says Tunic. We just finished Tunic. It is going to be Halo 3 ODST. Both of those are Steam games. And then Thursday afternoon, a week from today, we have a Tolkien stream. So we will be over here. Ignore the picture of Matt. His webcam is working now, so I'll get rid of that picture. You'll actually see Matt. Sid will be there as well. We'll be talking about J.R.R. Tolkien. Anyway, guys, let's go over here, and let's see who we have online that we could raid. Who's getting raided? Who's on first? What's on second?
Who's on third?
Humpty Dumpty's on third. I am going to raid... I just raided Zofar. Otherwise, I would raid him because he's playing Final Fantasy VII. But I just raided him, and he was hanging out in my stream. Let's raid Amethyst. She's playing Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage.
Remake?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She just Oh, she's on an intermission. I always raid her during an intermission. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Oh god, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Mute that. Okay. Oh no, Evanescence is playing.
Oh boy.
It was only a few... No, it's going under. Alright, let's head over there. Let's see. This is so dumb. This is the worst raid call ever. This is dumb. I couldn't think of anything good. So we're doing this. Okay, guys. There's your raid call. It's stupid. I know. Whatever, man. Sometimes they can't all be winners. It'll probably make Amethyst laugh. We'll see you guys over there. We'll see you guys on Discord. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Final Fantasy IV. Just around in general. Here we go.